Previously on the Osrynn Tales Live D&D. Our heroes were taken to the plane of water by a mysterious portal in the middle of the ocean, where they were captured by a Merid named Sultan Baja the Genie. After an escape attempt, he sentenced our heroes to fight for their lives and their freedom in the pit. Our heroes were taken to the pit, a gladiatorial arena surrounded by crowds of the Merid subjects and some distinguished guests. These guests were all contained in glass submarines, as they cannot survive in water, a genie, a dhow, and an efreeti, and their entourages. As the pit was drained of water and filled with breathable air for our heroes, they were given back their equipment, and Sultan Baja explained the rules. They were to fight a champion from each of his cousins, and should they win, they would not only get their freedom, he would also grant the most valuable participant 3 wishes. The battle began as 4 elementals appeared in the arena, one of each element. Tail served the party well with his shadow spirit, keeping the earth elemental locked down with fear, and the air elemental distracted with the spirit itself in melee combat. Rowan was able to charm the fire elemental into passivity, while the rest of the group starts bashing on the water elemental. Then, one by one, the elementals fell to our heroes' combat prowess. First to die was the air elemental to the rending claws of the shadow spirit. Then Tail vaporized the water elemental with a lightning bolt and badly injured the fire elemental. Gothe and Vilmar got a simultaneous killing strike on the fire elemental, and as the group ganged up on the earth elemental, Tail was the one to put it down with a nice shatter spell. True to his word, the Merid chose Tail as the MVP for having the most kills and offered him 3 wishes. First, Tail wished for Quothe's curse to be lifted, and so it was done. Second, he wished for 4 books about the genies' lives chronicling their memories, and he received 4 books, thicker than he is tall, though they are heavily redacted. Finally, he gave his last wish to Rowan, who asked for an infinite amount of arcanite that he can use to snort up his nose and party forever. The other genies gave out a few prizes as well, and then the Merid banished them from his realm, sending them hurtling out of the water portal in the ocean, and sent them skipping along the surface of the ocean like a stone on a pond. They landed, battered and bruised, on the east coast of Emirius, only a few miles from where they were originally supposed to be dropped off before Quothe murdered the crew of the ship they were on. And so, they continue their journey to find Amriel and Vilmar's family sword. Will they be able to find her? How long have they been gone from the material plane? And just how long will Rowan wait before snorting that entire regenerating crystal of argonite? Find out now on the Osrynn Tales Live D&D. Enjoy the show. We're live! Welcome in, everybody, to episode 37 of Season 1 of the Osrynn Tales Live D&D. Remember, next week is both our Christmas episode and our finale, meaning that tonight is our penultimate episode of Season 1. Get ready. There's some lore dumps coming at you tonight. Where we last left off, our heroes were being rocketed across an ocean at about, I did the math, probably about 500 miles an hour by some water genie magic, as they got shot out of this whirlpool over here on the right hand side of the screen, getting skipped across the ocean like stones, landing on the beach with 1 hit point remaining after they did that combat down there, that gladiatorial combat against the 4 elementals rather.
We beat their ass.
We did beat their ass, but you know.
No, you didn't. We beat their ass. You
I
tried
said
to
you
kill us.
did. I said you did. Did I
I
not
thought
say
you said
did?
we. I was like, you're the DM, dickhead. You're the one trying to kill us.
Listen, I'm on your side, okay?
Yeah.
Listen. My job is to remain neutral and give you guys challenges, but I root for you guys to win. You know? It's not my fault if my villains want to try and kill you. That's not me, man. Don't get it twisted. But yeah, you guys are currently on a beach on the coast, a bit north of where you went into that whirlpool, and you are beat to shit. You're at 1 HP, and it is nearing sundown. So I don't know if you guys wish to do anything immediately upon landing on the beach, given, I'm assuming, a few moments to lay there in agony as you were bounced across the water. It wasn't fun, but
Yeah.
I shake tail and telecast Galder's Tower.
Wow.
do it, you damn wizard! You're allowed to shake 16-year-olds, right? Even if they're small.
It's worked out for me so far.
Let's see here. I guess I can.
I think Reddy's fixing a mic issue, and he casts Galder's Tower. Shown in the chat log. And Reggie does wholeness of body. The action point, you regain hit points equal to 3 times your monk level. Let's finish a long rest before you can use this feature again. Did you use wholeness of body last week during the fight?
I don't think so. No.
Fair enough. I thought maybe you did, but I'll give it to you. I mean, we're gonna be probably
No, I mean,
taking
I
a
don't.
long rest anyway,
Does anyone
so.
else remember if I healed? I don't remember.
No, this is a tit for tat run. You better look it up.
I'll be back. I have to watch the YouTube, guys.
3 hours later, I have the answer.
I have 14 regular healing potions on me.
Wow. Are you sure you didn't mislabel them?
Are you sure? Are they in your bag of holding?
Yes, I've been hoarding them since my first episode.
That seems a bit extreme.
I was gonna say, if they're not in your bag of holding, roll a d14 and see how many break on your way through the water.
Yeah, they're in my bag of holding.
Maybe he wants to be a hero wet nurse or something.
Yeah, they're in my bag of holding. I'm sitting there looking at it, and I was like, "Is that right?" And then I was like, I looked at something else. I'm like, "Yeah, no, that's how many." I have 14 of them.
I don't know why when you said wet nurse, the first thing that came to my mind was a doula.
So can I just hand out just hand some of these out?
Sure, it wasn't Faith Laquan.
And just turn this number into like 4 or 5, 6. We just all go back to full HP.
That would be ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't think we want to burn all of them though.
Mix it with liquor. Man. Let's have a party. We survived.
I mean, how much does a regular healing potion do?
2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2.
Yeah. Like an average of 6, I think.
Okay. It's not too bad.
I might have used it, Jeff, because I have only 2 key left, so I think I might have used it last time.
I'm pretty sure you were stunning strike everything or something.
Maybe. I don't want to do it if I... don't want to cheat
You're
that.
fine. You're fine. I mean, like I said, you're getting ready to take a long rest anyway. Tails is
Okay.
casting Galder's Tower. Probably gonna take a rest.
Genie just cast Song of Rest.
There we go.
There you go. Yeah, you can even take a short rest before you take a long rest if you're worried about being ambushed during the night. We'll smile.
What was
I
that,
definitely
bubble
want to take
thing?
a long rest. So
Would that bubble cover Galder's Tower that Tails can cast?
No. No, Galder's Tower is like multiples of 10 feet tall. I don't remember, but I think the bubble is only 10 feet tall at most.
Wedge the bubble in front of the door.
I mean, you could do that. Could do that. You could put it right in front of the door. And then wouldn't be able to get to the door of the tower.
I mean, I can also cast Mass Healing Word.
yeah, I cast Cure Wounds on myself for 9, and then I lay hands 10 points each to Tails, Reshi, and Kothe.
Mhm.
Tail Rushing and Kothe get 10 HP.
10 HP, yeah.
Okay. You guys are up to
I
Take
mean,
a
we're
sec.
about to take a rest anyway, so I can just like
Yeah.
dump.
That's why I did it, because I had all my 30 points from lay on hands, so it's like
Gotta
just
get
in
that
case
skill
some-
experience. Oh wait.
just in case Jeff decides to like happen to roll or something.
Y'all get another 6 from Mass Healing Word.
Hopefully that fixed it.
I
I'm
can
just
hear
adding
you.
all this to my temporary hit points. I'm full already. Thanks, guys.
That's not how that works.
Well, you were at 1. How can you be full?
Yeah. Also, you're at 1 HP from taking damage by skipping across the ocean, bludgeoning yourself.
Let's
That's a
just
good
admit it. He
time.
probably enjoyed the damage, so he
But
healed
I-
the whole way.
I'm guesstimating because I measured from like the closest point of the whirlpool to the closest point of land. It's about 150 miles. And I think last week I said it took you like 10 minutes to skip across the ocean, which pretty sure is about a 500 mile an hour distance.
Jeez.
It wouldn't be.
So can
pleasant,
we
that's
just-
for damn sure.
Can we just thematically say we've held
Yeah.
up for the night? We're
Yeah,
healed.
You've healed up.
I feel like we've got the
Um,
tools to.
Yeah. You've healed up. You're getting ready, taking your long rest during the night. It is within the tower, probably not so bad. But outside, you're on the beach. It is sort of mid-fall at this point. Kind of maybe even the end of fall, getting close to the beginning of winter. And so you're on the beach. It's like a cold, brisk night out, but it's this clear sky. You can see all the stars. You can see one of the moons of Osrynn is a full moon. The other two being at some point in their crescent or partial moon phases. You can see all 3 moons. It's a pretty bright night out, and you're on the beach, so you have really good visibility around if you're gonna set up watch and stuff like that. If you are gonna set up a watch, let me know who's watching at what point in the night. Usually there's 3 watches.
So I control the shape of the tower. It's 2 stories. I would say there are no windows on the first floor. There is only 1 door, and I'm going to put an arcane lock on the door. And Taylor's gonna go sleep upstairs. He's tired.
Tail using his magic to set up defenses, choosing not to take a watch, instead sleeping through the night.
That taking a watch, does that affect the long rest at all? Or we still regain all our stuff?
No. Yeah, so the long rest is a period of, I think, 8 hours, in which 2 of those hours can be a period of light. Like you can walk around, like you can't do like heavy labor, you can't get into combat, stuff like that. But like keeping watch or like, walking to the grocery store and back, like it's just like, downtime. But I do think for those who need to sleep, I think for a long rest, 6 of those hours need to be asleep. I could be wrong about that. But typically when you are like doing it overnight and you're supposed to be asleep, I think the accepted is that 6 hours need to be asleep.
Okay, well, then I'll take at least I'll take the first 2-hour watch then, as long as it doesn't affect me regaining all my spells,
No, yeah.
lay on hands and stuff like that.
I'll take the second.
I would like to point out that you're probably pretty safe inside this tower, seeing as it's made of plate mail, and there's an arcane lock on the door.
I'll just stare out the window then.
Never can be too safe in this world.
No, yeah, I learned what 111s does on a watch yesterday.
Well, yeah. I don't think you'll be running into any samurai goblins from the cyber wilds around here. Maybe. Who knows? I'll have to ask Ethan for that stat block. So yeah, I get a couple rolls. Your night goes off without a hitch. It's just a nice night on the beach. Heck, your tower doesn't even topple over because you built it on sand. I mean, it is magic. Probably wouldn't happen anyway. But, you know, you wake up the next day, fully rested, got your HP back, got your spell slots back and stuff. I know you guys took some short rests within the last couple of episodes. Obviously not last episode. That was just a gladiatorial fight. So I think by now all of your short rest, all your hit dice should be back as well. Yeah, I think you guys should be like prime tip-top condition. Now, is there any deviation from the plan? The plan was that you guys are going to try and head to this road here. You knew that Amriel was traveling north along this road. You're not exactly sure where she was along this road, but she was traveling north along this road. And the original plan, from what I remember, was to land your boat somewhere up here. So you are, 200 miles south of where you originally were planning on landing, and then work your way south along the road to hopefully run into her. Is that still your plan? Make it to the road, try and travel kind of southwards?
Absolutely.
All right.
Well, what is it? What is this little thing here?
You could roll maybe investigation or history. If you have cartography skill, you could do that. History is probably the most applicable to know like what the general area holds.
It's where your
History
mom lives.
13. Ooh. That's a burn, especially from what I was about to say.
Just kidding. It's
that
I mean, maybe.
that is a place that has been marked on the map as being overrun with some sort of like monster like thing. No, not like I'm not talking like a hydra or anything like that, but something more along the lines of like kobolds or undead or goblins or things like that, of that nature. Kind of like minor nuisance. Like down here in the south, we had like over here, like this was a lizard folk, like just to the west of Asari, or east of Asari rather. This was like a lizard folk village that had been taken over by goblins and undead back in like the first story arc. You had heard rumors that this one up here, just south of this bridge, was a hobgoblin and goblin encampment. So you're the 13. You're not exactly sure what this one was rumored to be. Goblins may be like an easy assumption, because goblins do kind of infest this whole swamp area east of the jungles. But you're not exactly sure. You do know that is like a location though that's probably at one point been infested with some kind of I would say minor nuisance to you guys at this point, because you're like relatively good level to fight things like goblins. But to a traveling caravan or something of just commoners, like, yeah, that's like something to be probably avoided if possible. Like, leave the road and maybe skirt along the coast for a little bit until you can bypass it.
So it's a Bolero gas station. Just
I like it.
Perfect. Exact description. Everyone knows exactly what you were talking about. I would like to say that the one that I have nearest me has the weirdest taco cart out front, and they are always busy, which makes me want to stop and have some of these gas station tacos, but the rest of my brain's like, that's a taco at a gas station, dude.
you gotta be careful.
Real quick, as an aside, so the group that I do Comic Chaos with is a group of us artists that do comics once a month on Tuesdays. Next Tuesday, actually. We actually drew a comic about a taco truck.
Acid.
And it was a
Everyone loves acid.
God, I need to turn off these sound commands before. It was a taco truck run by goblins who went into the sewer to search for taco meat, and the truck was called Big Dukes. Big Dukes tacos.
So rough time. I'm just imagining. Yeah,
That's what I imagine that taco truck has. Just
Yep.
Big Dukes tacos.
I wouldn't remember it, but because it's so popular, it always fucks up traffic over there.
Nice.
40 people trying to turn left across the 4-lane highway. It's like, excuse me?
Excuse me. But yeah, so you have you've got yourself a nice rest, and you start traveling back towards the road. If anybody is trained in survival, give me a survival check. Or anybody, I'll say this: anybody can give me the survival check. But if you want to help out, if you want to confer advantage to the main roll, you'll have to be survival.
I don't think I'm trained in it.
Yeah, it
I
turns out
don't have a check by it, so.
the Kobold Wizard's camping skills are not good, so he will not be helping.
Where do you even check something like that?
It's just under your
With your
skills.
history and all that stuff. It's just one we don't use very often because we never leave
Towns?
inns or dungeons or strip
Yeah,
clubs.
it's been a while since you've been in the wilds.
I have a
Um,
2 in survival.
Yeah, I have
Yeah,
a 2
that's
also,
probably-
but I don't have a check next to it, so I don't think I'm proficient in it. I don't know if that counts.
Yeah, no, you need to be proficient to lend
Mhm.
advantage. With the 15 though, Quotha, you're pretty confident that you are making your way back towards the road. I will assume you guys.
Well, wait a minute. I have the Wanderer.
Okay.
Does that figure in at all?
What's that do?
Hold on. Let me find it.
Like
I've just seen.
excellent memory for maps and geography. You can always recall the general layout of terrain settlements. Fishing, you can provide food and fresh water for yourself and up to 5 other people. Okay, you get food for everybody along your journey. Yeah. That doesn't
Cool
necessarily.
little thing.
So that's things like I think it's more of a flavor text there. I don't know. It just says you can remember and always recall the general layout. It doesn't mean that you can't get lost. It doesn't confer advantage to these kinds of rolls. But yeah, you're pretty confident that you're heading in the right direction. About maybe another day's worth of travel, you should be getting towards the road, probably pretty close to this potential encampment of maybe goblins or other minor nuisances. I'll also tell you, Jobus, with your history check, that 13, that these are like just the general records, right? That you guys have had. Not many people come from the north into Asari. A lot of people travel to Renea Salinar by boat first, and then catch a smaller boat to Asari if they're coming from the north, because it's just a lot easier to travel by ship than to travel by land. Like I said, the actual next populated and like quote unquote safe city is the city way up here in the north, just across the river in human territory.
So does that make Renea Salinar like fantasy Denver?
Maybe? I don't know what you mean by that. But maybe?
When you're flying, you like almost always travel through Denver to get to wherever you're going.
Oh. yeah, kind of like that, sure. Yeah, it's sort of like a hub to get to like the smaller places around here. So yeah, let me roll real quick another. Assuming you guys are taking the same precautions tonight as you did the previous night with the tower and the watches and everything, and yet again very close this time, but you do not have any encounters. And let me get one last survival check just to make sure you guys don't get lost.
You got this, K Money.
Okay, money. Survival check.
For some reason, I can't find my sheet.
Did you minimize it?
I found it.
Oh, we're dead.
All
It was a good run,
We
guys.
get lost.
right.
Fall into a swamp and
You guys think that you should have made it to the road by like mid-afternoon or something like that. It takes you until it is like, well, I guess, I don't know, I'll say this. You don't find the road by mid-afternoon. Now, you still have some daylight, but you know, you're starting to get tired. You've been traveling, hiking through the wilderness like all day. Do you want to keep trying to get to the road today, or would you rather camp out?
How much daylight do we have?
You probably have like 3 more hours of daylight. I mean, we are just casting Galder's Tower, so it's not like you really have to go in and try and find a cave or anything to sleep in. Also, thank you for the host, guys. Gideon.
I say we pitch a tent.
Oh, that should do.
Pitch a tent.
already done.
Alright. So Gotha, you know that you're
Too late.
Gotha, you know that you traveled like pretty close to the road, but you're a bit north of where you were intending to go.
So can we use the last 2 hours to push forward a little bit? Use the last hour to set up camp?
Yeah, I mean, I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I agree with Quothe.
Do you want another survival check on it?
No, I'll just say you guys are making camp as it's getting dark out. You're on the road. You're a bit north of this this small encampment. Give me all of you give me perception checks. And those I think everyone can everyone see it? No. Who? You're fine. Give me a perception check.
Genie's literally been mean mugging everything for the last couple hours.
Do I get advantage?
Just
I
seems
don't-
like the thing that Genie would do.
I mean, I think the shield, doesn't it give you advantage or something on perception?
Yeah, I was just double checking.
Yeah, I don't think your eyes do, but I think your shield does.
Didn't help much, but
Yeah, Quothe and Quothe, I'll say Reshi is kind of helping you out. But Quothe and Reshi, you're more focused on like getting to the road and like, you know, getting like, you know, a spot or something like cleared off where maybe having to like cut down some trees or whatever so that there's like a good space to cast the spell for Galder's Tower. Let's say Tail and Rowan, you know, you among like the sounds of wildlife and like toads and, you know, stuff like that you would find in a swamp, you do notice that there are some of those like tribal, like goblin tribal markings kind of to the south of where you guys came into the road. Almost like they're kind of like
bardic.
So how would I describe this? On that one ruin that you guys found during the first story arc, there was like ragged banners and stuff hanging off this one building that kind of marked territory. So these are like kind of similar. They're different colors with like a different symbol on it. This symbol is that of a looks like almost like a really badly drawn alligator head, painted like in white on a green kind of tattered piece of cloth. They're you can just see them on there's like trees that are they're not like even like on either side of the road, like one's a little further away, but almost as if like it's marking like you're now in some kind of goblin territory, kind of like heading along this road, like
maybe they're lawn gnomes
on either side. They're not gnomes, they're goblins.
Lawn goblins.
Thank you for the subscription, the Liching Hour. That is what is
4 months in.
4 months, starting to
He's
show
showing
that baby bump.
The baby bump.
Thank you for the emote too, little Christmas emote that's going on. So yeah, you guys so you know that like there is some like goblin or, you know, whatever. I'll even say with your 21 genie, not only are these like tattered because it's like goblin stuff, you know, and they're just like not that great at making like really finely crafted items, but it's also like aged, like weathered, like it's been there for a long time and hasn't been like replaced, or maybe like there's been no upkeep to it for a very long while. But I will have to make some checks again for random encounters.
Come on, no samurai goblins, please.
What do I feel like we've traveled through time?
I feel like
Anybody
we
else?
travel through time.
Like, because we went to the water plane and now there's like, I don't know, it's just sneaky suspicion I have.
I mean, you're not wrong. You have traveled through time at least 1 second per second.
Just, I don't know. Something's happening.
During the early morning, you do indeed, you are awoken slightly early by a disturbance at your front door. You hear a knocking on the door to the Galder's Tower.
Like a
I'm not
knock?
answering that shit, so I don't know.
I can only think of my dad when you do stuff like that. He just, who is it? I'm doing the dishes.
No samurai goblins? You guys got samurai goblins? Maybe.
I got samurai goblin problems.
I will say that the hobgoblins in this world are sort of samurai in themed. We'll say that.
Is there
No,
a
thank you, we
peephole on the
didn't-
door?
I don't know.
Yes,
Sangretti,
absolutely
is.
is.
Okay, I'm peeping through the peephole, and I want to know what's going on out there.
Does your peephole allow you to see really short creatures?
No, she probably wouldn't see someone who's short.
Can
So-
he get through the doggy door?
Can you get to the doggy door? You see how to put this. Okay, so like those like really simple like metal helmets. They're just kind of like metal domes. They got like the strip of riveting just over the center. So you see
Sure.
one of those, but really, really wide, like really, really wide, probably like 2.5 feet wide. Kind of like almost like it's more like a dome, but it's sort of like, metal, and you see that strip of riveting over the top. And not attached to it like Thor's helmet or something. But you do see like the tops of like wings that kind of like stick up, like little white feathery wings.
It's
and then you
Hermes.
And then you see again, as you're looking through the peephole, there's a little like metal hand like reach up and like knock on the door, and you hear hello, is anyone there?
Okay, guys, there's somebody that's glitching outside the door. Do you want me to say anything or not?
Is it a child?
I have no idea.
Make this a lot easier when I murder this person.
I was gonna say.
No.
I mean, I can yell and say what's up, but that's up to you guys. I mean, I don't mind. Want to pretend like nothing's here?
I mean, we got to do something.
Anybody against me opening the door?
Just slam it really.
Just open the door. We
hard.
got big guys.
Smash 'em
Fuck
into
it.
the-
Whatever.
Okay.
You open the door, I'll
Hold
run
on,
through it, grab
hold on.
whoever it is in charge.
Don't open the door
Well,
yet.
No, I was gonna say Vilmor would draw a sword, open the door, and the minute he opens the door, just stick it like not in them, but right in his like head, chest, wherever you
I
recognize.
actually prefer that you just stab them just
He
immediately.
fumbles it.
fumbles it, but just points his sword at him and asks him, what does he want?
Wait, before you do that, I just want to be like, hey, what do you want? Before we open the door, because there's a guy behind me that wants to stab you with the sword if you don't tell us what you want and who you are.
I wasn't actually gonna stab him.
Well, I want to threaten them so that they know that there's don't fuck with us.
He says, oh, good. There is someone here. I was wondering if you could help me.
With what?
I have been damaged.
Are you a robot? Are you a robot? Are you a
Robot?
robot? Are you a robot?
Apparently, he's Brobot now.
Robot.
You know who he sounds like? That guy from the old like Coca-Cola commercials in the 80s. That
Yeah,
looked
nobody
like a
remembers
robot
those.
Vanilla Ice.
What?
Oh, Max Headroom. That was Pepsi.
Mhm.
Get out of here, Boomer.
Okay, are we opening the door to help him or what?
Yeah, let's do. Why not? I can always fry him with electricity.
This is true. Let's do it.
So you see, I guess they are attached to the top of it, kind of like so. Anyway,
What's there attached to the top of him?
is you see this guy? He's a
Ooh,
little
that's
sphere
cute.
bot. He's got like spindly robot arms. Got like a little eye in the front of his face. Got little
Okay, I don't
wings
hate
on
him anymore.
He looks like he's been beat up. He's like old. Like it looks like he's been through some shit. Some of his wires are hanging out a little bit. One of his legs has kind of come loose. He can still like put weight on it, but you know he would limp around and stuff. Then the other arm, like the one that his left arm, is just hanging very loosely from his body. His wings are kind of damaged as well. He says, oh, you can also see he's got a very large pack on his back. It's got like, you know, like you can see just by glancing at it, there's like a couple magic wands like sticking out of like a pocket. There's like some rolled up pieces of paper sticking out of another pocket. There's like some pots and pans and just like weird like random baubles that are just sort of like strapped to it. He says, if you can help me, I'd be willing to trade.
How big is he?
Roughly
Like hand
tail
size, or is he like tail sized?
He's roughly tail sized, if I remember correct.
Medium construct, but I think they are. I think they're on the smaller side.
Can I make a, I guess a history check to see if Tail knows what this is?
Yeah, history, arcana, religion, even.
Arcana would probably, yeah. The same modifier, doesn't matter.
Haha, 23. Yeah, you know this guy is a monodrone. You know he comes from the plane of Mechanus, which is the lawful neutral plane. It is like the embodiment of lawful neutrality. You do think it's a bit odd to see one alone in the world. That they are typically found, like, you know that there's like the march of the Modrons, in which there's like this sort of migration that happens, is like these creatures along with duodrones, tridrones, quadrones, and pentadrones, I think the other ones are. There's like different kinds of Modrons. This is a monodrone, but there's the overall like grouping of these is called a Modron, and they like travel through all of the outer planes. I think they even cross through the material plane at one point during their this procession that happens every once in a while. Nobody really knows why it happens, but it happens unintended, like clockwork, every few thousand years or something. You know that that's not supposed to be happening anytime soon, and it's very strange. Oh, some camera difficulties there.
Apologize, my Discord just.
I didn't do it.
I should put it back.
Jobus's camera's dead now too.
Good job, Jobus.
Uh-oh.
I broke it. It's my fault. It's my fault, everyone.
Everything's broken. Everything went to shit. So yeah, basically it's weird that he's here by himself. And yeah, that's basically it. He looks damaged. But it's weird. Yeah.
So with all these clues, what I'm gathering is we're going to be facing like a mechanized elf on a shelf by the end of the episode.
Hopefully.
I don't know if that's a thing, but
way better.
I'm gonna write that shit down because that would be great for any campaign.
Yeah, I wish that's what I can. This is.
So who can help him?
This is just a random encounter. This is all it is. It's what I rolled on the random encounter. So yeah, he's broken. If you have tinker's tools or even blacksmith tools or anything like that, you want your mending cantrip.
I'm proficient in percussive maintenance. Can I use that?
Yeah, so am I. Let's not do that one yet.
I don't think so. I mean, hey, welcome back, Jones. You could just kill the thing. Probably.
I don't want to kill him. He looks like Mike Wazowski.
He's injured. Who?
Mike Wazowski.
He looks like Mike Wazowski.
I want to say Mike Wazowski so bad, but I can't say it right.
Just did.
You did.
Yeah, but you got to say it the right way from the movie.
Mike Wazowski. Mike Wazowski. I can't do it either.
Yeah.
Still have
So
no
I
idea what
will.
you're talking about.
I will cast the mending to try and repair him.
All right. You cast the mending spell. It takes a couple of castings, and each casting I think takes like a minute or something. So it did. A few minutes go by. It's still early morning. The sun's starting to come up at this point. But you fix him. He says, "Thank you very much for helping me." As I said, he still has like a bit of a glitch to him. He's not perfect. He says, "But as I said, I have things to trade with you. If you would like."
What you got, little man?
He's got a couple of first level scrolls. If there's any first level spells you guys want, probably has them.
Moonbeam.
Does he have?
First level spell?
That's a
I don't
second
know. I
level.
just said it because I like it. It's a scroll.
Does he have
I'll be
hideous
here all night.
laughter?
Yeah, he's got one scroll of Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
I want it.
Oh, that's a good one.
He's only gonna charge you because you fixed him. Everything's half price. He's only gonna charge you 50 gold for the scroll of Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
Okay, I want it, and I want to give it to
I'm looking
Rowan.
for a list here. Might be something I want.
Let me deduct 50 gold from my coin purse.
And he has a couple of wands, but they look like just minor like spell casting focuses. You can also, if you want to, we can roll on the trinkets table in the book.
Did you add it, Rowan?
Excuse my covering up the cameras. Yeah, he's just like odds and ends and like really minor magical equipment. This looks like stuff that he's just collected, like discarded items or things that he's maybe traded up for in the world, like I said, he's like, even though you've like fixed him and stuff, you can still see like his chassis is like very worn, it's dulled, lots of dings and scratches and stuff. It seems like he's been away from Mechanist for quite a long time, just been wandering around.
Does he have Tasha's Caustic Brew?
Tasha's Caustic Brew? Is that a first level spell?
First level evocation.
There you go. Yeah, he's got one of those too.
I would absolutely love to spend my gold on that.
Yeah, 50 gold. I have no idea what that spell is. I don't know what I'm getting myself into, but yeah, sure, why not? He's got one of those.
It allows me to make a 30-foot line of acid and push it in one direction, and if they fail their dexterity save, they're covered in acid for the duration of the spell. It's pretty gross.
Sounds like a
Do you
nightmare.
have, do you have a shield?
Cool. Just a normal shield?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a normal shield.
Does he have any books?
How much are those?
Shield. For you, 5 gold.
Nice. I'll take 20.
He only has 1.
Should buy some catnip in case we run into a tabaxi at some point in this campaign.
My mind is blown right now. The fact that Rowan would want 20 shields makes me think that there is some possibility I have not thought of for using shields. He's
Shield
got
wall.
something in mind. Like, it's bad.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, he does. My guess is he's just like, I want to spend 200 gold on shields, and that was just the breakdown of that.
We can see if he has like pots and pan armor, and we can put on Jobus. I think it'd look hilarious.
I think you might have figured it out.
I want to ask him
He does
where
have
he
like
comes
some
from.
cooking. He does have cooking supplies, like pots and pans, and like.
I just want to see him drawn in the recap and pots and pan armor.
Jobus.
Yes.
Good lord.
What is it? Pick on me tonight? Bunch of
It might
dipshits.
be.
I'm gonna ask the monodrone why it is separated from the plane of Mechanist.
Yeah, that says like, where did you like? What happened to you? I guess it's more. Yeah.
Why are you here?
What the fuck are you doing over here, buddy?
his he kind of like looks at you, kind of like trying to, looks like he's trying to remember. He's like, I memory fuzzy. I remember a wizard and working in for him, and then the wizard died, and I've been traveling, trying to find my way home.
Did he eat tacos from the Valero?
I don't know what that is. What is taco?
Don't worry about it.
What is eat? What is Valero?
It's 2 circuit boards layered
Why do I not
in
hear
capacitors.
I hear no one else except for you and Freddy.
Okay, so we know
Discord
nothing.
has a bug, and you have to leave and rejoin. And he can't hear me.
You leave and rejoin Discord, apparently.
Yeah, Discord's glitchy.
Yeah, so he basically says, what you gather is that maybe a wizard summoned this thing to be like a servant, and when the wizard died, he's just been traveling
Hello,
for a
Genie.
while.
Said hello, you
There
son
we
of
go,
a
okay.
bitch.
I was wondering why it was so quiet.
So aggressive. That
Well,
was
this
so
Discord
aggressive.
messed up about 6 minutes ago and disconnected everybody.
Did he disconnect? Is
Yeah.
that why we haven't heard him this whole time?
Well, that's the reason I failed, is because
Oh.
Discord disconnected me.
I would
Just wait
like.
for Genie to get his camera fixed here, but yeah, so yeah, he's just been traveling after his wizard master died, and he escaped the tower.
I would like to offer for him to travel with us, as Tail is planning to eventually visit the plane of Mechanus.
He's actually kind of cute.
His eye like lights up, not physically, but just like very happy and appreciative that someone would want to take him under their wing. And he's like, yes, that sounds amazing. I've been alone for so very long. I miss the company of others. Can I
don't know
get
if
you
I'm-
anything? Some tea, perhaps?
Oh, God.
I'm not
Can you
gonna
repair
lie,
the stutter with your toolkit?
Would I be able to make an Arcana check to see if
It's
I
a
could
tarp.
target and
It's a-
repair that specific thing?
Yeah.
Not that one.
I
but
can't
this
live my
one.
life in suspense every time he talks.
Just envisioning like Princess Bride whenever, I don't remember what his name is, but he says check his memory, and then he bops the guy in the head and he knocks him out. I keep wanting to like hit him, like check his memory, but
The 18 Arcana, yeah, I think you can. So you finish up repairing him. He joins your party, and he says, "Oh, thank you for fixing my speech patterns. I am very appreciative of you."
Yes, thank you for fixing his fucking speech pattern. Because I was just about to dissonant whisper this motherfucker.
Every
I would
time
like
I do this
to,
encounter, every single time I do this encounter, people hate the stutter. It's so funny to me. I think it's endearing, but you know.
It's good
would-
and short,
I like it.
small.
It's better than Morty. I mean Luke.
Wow. How
We don't have to worry about him anymore.
He is very dead.
hurtful,
saw
but
to that.
continue.
I would like to name our new monodrone friend Ben.
Ben. I am now called Ben.
Why don't we name him Ewall?
Why don't we name him Mike Wazowski, guys?
You can name him whatever you'd like. I was just
Or
thinking
short circuit. Oh, short
Bio-
I
circuit.
want to name him
Navigator
Michael.
from-
His name is now Scotty Pippen.
Scotty Pippen.
My name is now Ben Ewell Mike Wazowski Scotty Pippen.
Thank you.
Oh, God. What have we done? He's a monster.
You're a monster.
I do not understand what any of these words mean,
That was table talk, buddy.
but I will respond to them.
Okay.
All right, so we got our
Purpose
stuff
is
off
not a past.
of robot guy.
Yeah, so he joins your party. He's got some first level spells and scrolls and some wands and stuff that might be useful. Other than that, it's just like a bunch of junk and trinkets and scrap metal and stuff that he's just collected randomly throughout his travels.
I think we should get Rowan like a wand of roulette, and he has a roll table, and we never know what we get.
I think
I
that's
mean-
just Rowan in general. I mean,
Yeah.
I gave him grenades. He chose to blow up children with them. That's just how it is.
Yeah, he looks like
Children
he's,
chose to be in the same area as where I threw the grenades. All right. That's-
He didn't throw them at him. They
Yeah,
ran to him.
the unconscious dying child chose to be where you throw the Yep.
He should have went unconscious right there.
Should have kept his head on a swivel then, I guess.
Alrighty.
Painful. That hurts my soul.
Ben, have you seen anyone else along this road recently?
Says I ran into a few hostile green creatures that are slightly taller than we are. He referring to you and him. They injured me, and then I found you after I escaped.
Okay, so our new friend here hasn't seen the person we're looking for. Do you guys?
So we're gonna
wanna-
avoid the gas station then.
We could go burn the gas station down. We have the
Or
power.
we're gonna keep going. What is happening?
What? I do not know what direction you are headed. I would prefer to move southwards to avoid said green creatures.
Okay, we're going north then.
So towards the enemies? Yeah, he said he's been traveling southwards.
Well, they're goblins. The lady we're looking for might be stuck over some cooking pot getting rotisseried.
Oh, that. At all.
That's not
At this point, as a
Oh, maybe we can just steal the
sub-objective-
item back then.
As a sub-objective, because I think we know who we're looking for, and there are magical means to track her, we should head back towards Asari and
So north?
see if we can catch her.
Well, Asari is south, not north.
I thought we were heading towards the lady that was near Blood Raven's Hollow. Or on
Yeah,
the,
I did
on the
too.
pale,
She's,
on the
she's on
trail
her way that
two
direction.
Blood Ravens.
We are, as we believe, ahead of her, so traveling south would catch her on her
Oh,
way.
I gotcha.
Yeah, Amriel left Asari sometime, like what, a couple weeks or months ago.
We're
I was
sticking ourselves in
heading-
a pinch.
Heading north. You guys, the only reason Ravenblood came up was so that because you have the teleport codes to get there, and you thought, well, we might be able to teleport there and then work our way backwards towards Asari to catch her somewhere along this road. And the only reason the Ziggurat ever came up is because that is what is halfway between Asari and Ravensblood. You thought, like, oh, if we travel by cart out of Ravensblood Hollow, she's on foot, we might be able to catch up to her around the Ziggurat. But she's been traveling north. When Vilmar had his vision of her, she was on a swampy road that looked, like this stretch of road that you're on now.
So, in theory, we should run into her if we go south.
In theory.
And worst case scenario, if we don't run into her, I can teleport us to Raven's Blood Hollow, which is one of the more likely places that she'll.
So does
be
anyone
headed.
have an opinion on where we're going?
I mean, if we're gonna run to her, let's go south.
All right.
You guys travel south, and about just after lunch, you come to this little encampment here on the map. As you approach this place, it actually looks like it was one point maybe a human settlement. It looks like, you know, your standard, you know, Western European medieval building structures. You know, it's got like the white plaster kind of, you know, outsides with like the wood beams, you know, and stuff on it. Stone bases to these buildings, except they look like they've been damaged by like fire and battle and stuff like that. I would like you guys to make a perception check as you near the outskirts of this small damaged village.
This would be the time that I inform you that I'm probably not seeing shit. But Vilmar sees everything.
Wow. Yeah, I'm usually pretty good at perception. I was shit on this one.
All right. Yeah, so Quothe and Vilmar, you pick up on this. Things are maybe not abnormally quiet, but things are definitely quiet. Like obviously, like with the amount of damage and stuff to this, you know, little town, you probably wouldn't expect there to actually be like humans and elves and dwarves and, you know, the collective Rin kind creatures out here. You know, they classify goblins as wildkin, so maybe some of those around. However, with a 20 in perception, Vilmar, you see a couple of dead goblins kind of just like laying in the street among some of the debris. And they look like they've been dead for a long time. Like, they're decomposing.
Okay.
The Meccano did it.
Is there any other with the perception? It looks like there's any more recent stuff that's happened in this thing?
No.
Destruction, death.
Yeah, so no. If you wanna travel closer, again, you're kind of like on the outskirts. This is just like what you're seeing as you're like walking up here. You do see some dead goblins in the street among some debris, you know, like rock, like stones that have fallen off the building and like timbers and things like that. But yeah, like there's no smoke rising from the buildings or anything. It's just, it looks like a battle may have happened here many weeks ago. From, you know, what you can see just walking up to the town.
From where we're at.
Yeah, from where you're at. You can get closer if you want.
Is this on the road, or is this like, or?
Yeah, again, the map is more like general locations of things, and obviously things aren't like the same size. This ziggurat isn't, you know, 125 miles across, for example, right? This town is actually on the road. Like the road goes through this small
the town
settlement.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So if you guys want to
cautiously
get approached, so if you want to investigate the bodies, that's going to be a medicine check, or even an investigation. If you guys want to check out the town further, just let me know.
I'm gonna investigate the bodies and see what killed them.
I did a medicine check. I rolled a 2. So basically, I just kicked a body and was like, "Yeah, it's dead."
Yeah.
The fact that like
Vilmar
there's
like,
just patches of skin missing. You can see the bone. There's like, you know, like worms and stuff crawling through it, and like various beetles, like as you kick the body, just like skitter away. Yeah, you're like, yep, definitely dead. You never know. You can never tell with these goblins. They're always beetle infested. You know?
I feel like Vilmar was like,
oh shit! Critical fail on the investigation.
You just die next to them.
I was gonna try to check out the town.
Omar walks up and he vomits on one of the bodies.
No, I was gonna go investigate the town, not the bodies. I was gonna check out the bodies.
Oh my gosh.
What is going on here?
so does it look like these goblins were killed by?
So Vilmar and Quothe just got lost in the woods next to the town. I'm not quite sure how this has happened.
They're just like, holy, they turn around, they're like, holy shit, someone stole the town. Tail, you investigate the bodies. It's difficult to tell for sure. A 16 is pretty good though. You're pretty sure that these goblins they were not murdered. It doesn't look like they were like stabbed. You don't see like arrows just like, sticking out of their rotten bodies. Maybe disease, you're not sure. Maybe magic, perhaps. The bodies are like pretty decomposed though. Like we're talking weeks, maybe even like a month or more of like decomp. Like
Is there anything to loot on the bodies?
No, not.
I like to
Nothing
think
worthwhile. There's like some like rusted out weapons and stuff.
the state of
broken
decomposition
short bows.
you described makes me think that when Rowan kicked the dead one to make sure it was dead and just kind of gooified on his shoe a little.
Oh yeah, for sure. 110%.
Ooh, look at that. Wand of Wonder for Rowan.
Wand of Wonder. Okay, yeah, Rowan. When you kick that goblin, he was actually holding a Wand of Wonder in his prison pocket.
Of course he was.
Splorches
I knew.
right out.
Oh, this thing gets nutty. It's weird.
Yeah.
It is Rowan in a nutshell, though.
Oh boy.
What type of check would you need to be able to instantly identify that thing
He
coming
kicked
out of
him
a prison pocket?
over, and then it was just kind
Oh
of.
I
my
mean,
God,
did it
this
shoot
thing
into
is-
the air, or
this
did
thing is
it
kinda
roll out?
nasty.
What were the physics on that?
Like a spring-loaded prison pocket, apparently. It just boom, shot right up into the air. right in your hand.
There you go. Show to play.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you for
gross.
the wand.
Good lord.
It's it does things, yeah.
It does things. So yeah, as you guys investigate the town in general, you do notice that there's just like dead goblins and hobgoblins just around. They all seem to be dead for a similar amount of time. The buildings that you're checking are all empty. It takes you the rest of the day, basically, to check this small town. There's rotten, like, supplies, like barrels of, like, rice that are, like, now fermented, and apples, and, stuff like that. Hanging out. We put the wand in our magic items folder here. But yeah, it takes you about the rest of the day. Seems as though maybe like some sort of disease got them, perhaps, or maybe like a magical like thing that isn't like leaving wounds, perhaps got them. You're not exactly sure how they died.
I bet you
Oops.
But
I didn't mean to do that.
someone
What?
cast
What
Talrasha's
in
hideous
the
laughter on them,
hell?
and they never could do this save.
Yeah, they just laughed themselves to death. Oh man, I don't know what that is. What is-
Disregard.
Genie's trying to break the matrix here.
Disregard.
Look,
Uh,
there's some weird things that happen when you constantly ingest arcane
that's true.
cocaine.
I've been slowly like shaving bits of that shit off and just snorting it directly off of the shard.
Oh yeah.
I
And
was
as-
thinking at this point, like a kid with a nosebleed, just one shard up each nostril.
I'm using my dagger of frost too, so it's like it's almost like
Menthol?
mentholed. Yeah.
Snorting mentholated. Oh my god.
Mentholated.
He has the
arcane
clearest
force.
sinuses in all of Osrynn.
Oh my god.
Just little
That's-
bits right now.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, you shave some off and you see like about a round, like a round goes by, so like after 5 or 6 seconds you hear like a sort of like a and like the crystal reforms itself to its original size and shape.
Beautiful.
Jesus Christ, snorting menthol sounds so painful. My god. And the fact that it's just shards of like glass. Anyway. So it's now getting to be nighttime, sun setting. You're still hanging out in this like deserted town. Assuming you're gonna want to take another long rest. Are you guys gonna like head outside the town and set up Galder's Tower, or are you just gonna like camp in one of these buildings? What are we doing?
Around the
Are we
dead.
worried about zombies, or are we just gonna
Let's
go
burn the
for it?
bodies.
No balls.
Oh yeah.
Does anyone have the create bonfire trip? This would be like the one time it was ever useful.
Use your wand on a body, see what happens.
It's only got 7 charges. I'm gonna save those.
Well, 70 to 79 looks like a fireball.
Grade's
Oh,
bonfire
boy.
is totes useful, sir. According to substances.
I'm saving my wand charges.
Fair enough. Right. So,
Maybe you can plug your Arcanite crystal into it and recharge it.
It regains charges at dawn, so as long as you only use a couple, you're fine.
Oh, there you go. Use 6 of them now.
Wow. That's unexpected.
Oh, do I have anything? I mean, I have the stuff for a bonfire.
Are we just
Like-
gonna do this thing? We're just gonna
You
let me
got
open it?
logs and
I have oil flasks. I have the like
railroad ties.
Oh god, I love
I got
oil.
candles. I got all kinds of shit. I mean, I can do. This is easy.
Apparently, we're gonna burn all these zombie bodies.
That's gonna take us like the whole day.
How many? I thought there was 2 bodies. What are you talking about?
there's like multiple goblins.
Yeah, there's
they're dead
remember the
throughout
town
the
is like
whole
full of
town.
them.
Yeah.
Don't let the DM fool you.
I thought we were in the town.
We are.
Yeah, you are.
Yes. You know what?
Here, let me recap for him, Genie. You explored the town. There's no humans there. All the supplies are rotten. And there's a bunch of dead goblins and hobgoblins that look like they were either died of natural causes, they were maybe died from a disease, or some insidious magic that didn't leave marks on their body. What you can tell is they were not killed by weapons. But they're
Okay,
just
so what were
everywhere. It looks like
what-
some massive evil force came through and killed an entire town and then left, is basically what it looks like.
all right, so Rowan
Alright.
Rowan's gonna start dragging bodies to the center of the town
Okay.
for a large fire.
Can
I
you
will
put
just-
gloves on though,
okay,
just in
can I
case
just-
you can get the disease? I'm just worried because
Can I just fucking
19
divine
Vid
sense
Cove
and
is
see if
out
there's
there,
any
so-
undead around here?
Sure.
That's a good idea. That is
Yeah.
a
Jesus
perfect idea.
Christ.
Do you have a spell to find the corona that killed him?
Nah.
Yes. It's called divine sense. So,
Wow, we're being smited?
So does my divine sense detect any of these creatures as being undead? Or any evil around?
How
Okay.
far out does your divine sense go? And how often
60
can you
feet.
use 60 feet?
I
And
can
how
use-
often
I
can you
use- I use it 3 times.
Use it 3 times. Okay.
And then I need a long rest. Regain all. Of them.
Gotcha. I'll say that you do it like once on one side of town, once in the middle of town, and once on the far side of town. Is that cool to kind of like maximize your area throughout your search throughout the afternoon?
Yeah, that's fine.
The last time you do it, so for most of the time, you're not detecting undead, you're not detecting anything. Within it's only 60 feet of you.
Celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet of you that is not in total cover.
While he's doing this, I am piling
Oh,
bodies in the.
behind
I am
total
still
cover.
piling bodies in the center of
no,
town.
You don't. So yeah, it takes you guys all afternoon. You clean up the bodies. You don't detect anything. I mean, it's unfortunately for the short range and the total cover thing. Yeah, you're not detecting that kind of stuff. But you definitely think there's maybe something going on here. But again, these particular bodies look like they've been dead for a long time, like weeks to maybe a month, 2 months. I'm not exactly sure how long it takes for a body to decompose to be like as far decomposed as they are, you know, like skin falling off and bugs crawling throughout them and they're being like liquidy and mushy and stuff. You can like see bones in places. They've been decomposing for a while.
Are goblins considered humanoid?
Yeah.
Hey, Jeff. Jeff, I gotta disconnect real quick because I can only hear Jeannie
Okay.
and
It's
you.
It is a night of tech difficulties.
I would like to cast Animate Dead on a hobgoblin.
Oh god. Okay. Yeah. On a single hobgoblin?
I have to read the spell because I don't normally use spells like Animate Dead.
Okay. These bodies, you're probably gonna want to go with skeletons rather than zombies. There's really not enough body left for you to make zombies.
They'd be cute. They'd be small, but they'd be cute.
Yeah.
Well, there's goblins and hobgoblins.
I think he
Yeah.
wants to talk to one though, right?
No.
That's not what Animate Dead does. That makes he just
Oh,
gets
okay, never mind.
skeletons to follow him around.
Well, that's no fun.
Speak with dead is what you want. You must talk to them.
Yeah, I would like to animate a skeleton.
Okay.
You're gonna animate a skeleton in front of a paladin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can hear y'all now. Wow, that was weird. I thought it was just me talking the whole time. I was like, this is fucking weird.
Yeah. No. You know, and that's just how it's gonna be.
Oh, Jeannie, you've got DM inspiration, and
Nice.
Fillmore's got bardic substance. I forgot to mention. Also, they
Thanks,
didn't wear a mask during Thanksgiving.
I feel a thunderous smite coming.
I was about to say, Jobus
Oh.
cast smite.
So yeah, Jobus, while you're like doing your divine sense stuff, and everybody's like dragging bodies around, Tail resurrects a single skeleton as a bodyguard, basically. When you return to the group, Vilmar, you see this.
I immediately cast Sacred Flame on it.
Counter spell.
Before you do,
Oh my god.
I cast
before
Sacred.
you do,
God.
can I
Said
have
nope.
2
Counterspell.
seconds, please? Yeah, I need to explain what is going on here. I
Vilmar's
am
gonna.
using the skeleton to drag the corpses to the pile and having the skeleton wait at the pile. I am fully okay with you destroying it. I just wasn't going to touch plague corpses, buddy.
Sinner, heretic.
And then what were you gonna do with it afterward? I mean, literally, I have to play. Like, Vilmar comes around the corner and he sees his skeleton. He's not gonna be like, "Oh, okay." He's gonna think he's gonna think it rose from the dead. It's gonna attack you guys. It's gonna do something. He's not just gonna be like, "Oh, what's going on here?"
So the skeleton
No.
makes what, a Constitution save against your Sacred Flame?
Yes.
Is that what happens?
Can you make our icon bigger, Jeff? I can't quite see it. I don't really think it's getting the point across.
You have to make
Also-
a DC 13 save.
I want to apologize if I overtalked anyone. My Discord was broken, so I heard nothing the whole time,
Is that better?
except from Jeff and Jeannie.
I'll make it.
I mean, I'll meet you in the middle. That's
zoom
decent.
I'll zoom in on the icon. on the
Perfect.
screen.
Perfect. I
Oops.
want to get a lay of the
What
land.
the hell? Oh god. Sorry about that. Now everyone can see that the group's icon is your ring of counterspell.
Oh my god.
I wanted to make it small enough that it like more accurately represented where you were on the map,
I'm asking for that for Christmas.
given the fact that this icon is still 50 miles wide on this map. Just saying. Oh, dexterity save. Cool. He's not that bad at dexterity. He fails and is almost dead.
Yeah, I would like to point out two things. First being, Tail is taking notes while this is happening. Second being, it
Taking
wasn't
notes of
hostile
what?
to.
Can you call it shit list notes?
No, he's taking notes because he was learning how the spell worked in a safe
Oh.
environment.
I could.
I thought it was who I'm going to
Honestly-
murder when they're asleep list.
No, I can
And-
kill a skeleton really easily. So if you have to
Right.
use him, that's fine.
But that's
Well,
not
no,
the
this
note
is-
that's important. What I was going to say is, it wasn't hostile to any of you, and it was never going to be hostile to any of you, except for
But
now
Jovis-
Jovis, who hit it with Sacred Flame, so it's
Well, it
a
definitely
hostile
won't be
creature to
now
him.
because it's been melted.
Well,
Oh,
it's
it's still
almost dead.
alive. Yeah.
And
it
Vilmar's
still has
charging at
4
it to attack it.
HP.
so.
I was just
Just-
gonna say that it's just you smack him with Sacred Flame, it just stands there. It's
hope
still
that
under
works.
Tails' control. It's just standing there.
I
Okay.
hope it Bone Daddy's just like, what's up kind of thing.
I
You
just
like-
picture
he
Jobus
not
with like
only
this
just stands
NASCAR
there-
dad stash
I mean,
quivering.
He doesn't really have a face to like have a dumb look on his face, but like you hit him with a Sacred Flame, he kind of like looks at you, Jobus. Just stands there kind of ineffectually, and then his jaw falls off.
He was just sad. He was
Like
just
a cat when
sad.
he
He,
tells
was-
to stop
Just
doing
one
something.
hinged and then
he
swings.
really
a few
thought he was
times
being
and drops.
helpful, and then he just
Yeah.
he got lit. He's like, "Oh, okay."
The pure shock and hurt feelings that are pouring off the skeleton right now.
Yeah. Basically. He just
How
stands
far-
there because he's
how
under
far-
Tails' control. Like, doesn't necessarily have to be hostile.
It's holding
What
its
are-
knees,
what are all the
rocking back
bodies?
and
What are
forth.
all the bodies?
It's
Anyway.
already been giving its task, so even though it was attacked, it doesn't see him as hostile, so it's just going to keep dragging bodies to the pile.
Vilmar, not table talk. Let him do his thing. We'll kill him if he becomes hostile.
Well,
Yeah, he just
I-
like turns and starts dragging more bodies to the fucking pile.
all right. So then he'll look. Yeah, Vilmar would just be like, kind of look confused at what the situation is, and since
I'm gonna raise my
skeleton
fist to my
finishes-
mouth and like kiss it and like be like, I got you.
Oh my god.
Tails is going to speak up.
You're
Mr.
weird.
Vilmar?
Yes.
The skeletons is mine. I figured it would be a good opportunity to learn how it worked while we were safe and could destroy it quickly.
I get your point, my little friend, but you're playing with dark magic that shouldn't be.
I don't intend to use it. I needed to know how it worked so that I could deal with it.
All right, my friend, then I will keep an eye on it until you're done with it.
Jobus casts, I don't give a shit.
The second all the bodies are in the pile, I'm just gonna give Vilmar a thumbs up so he can destroy it.
Hell yeah.
That was our. Oh.
And I'll do
So
that.
when also the Modrons kind of help. He like drags some of the goblin bodies over. He's not strong enough to move a hobgoblin body. But the Modron is like helps you guys make a big pile of bodies. You set fire to them, burn them. Jobus finishes off the skeleton when the job is done. And it is now definitely nighttime at this point. Is now like very late sunset, or twilight, just after sunset. Are you guys gonna make camp in town or outside of town?
Outside of town.
I want to make a point real quick in case something happens. I was not downwind from any of those flames, by the way. The smoke, nothing.
Fair enough.
I was running around it the whole time.
Okay.
Because what if there was poison in the air?
Yeah, doing your fire dance, I get.
Yeah.
Reshi revels in the burning of goblin corpses. She does a dance in celebration.
Rowan
And,
maybe was kind of. Yeah.
Just blowing lines of Arcanite. All right, fair enough.
Just huffing, yep.
You guys create camp outside this town. And as you guys you're like having maybe dinner, or you're just after dinner, somewhere around there. You're not like in bed and going to sleep. It's still like pre that time when Vilmar, once more your vision, your essence fades from you as you are sent through the infinite void to become the sword that Justicar warned you of. You feel that familiar grip of Amriel's hand upon your hilt as she draws you from her makeshift scabbard. When your vision adjusts to your surroundings, you see that she is in a burned out building surrounded by imps on all sides. You hear a familiar gruff voice of Shardor. I have you now, glowing one. You shall fall this night, and that sword and your body shall be returned to my contractor. I've enjoyed our game of cat and mouse, but this cat grows hungry for a meal. Don't bother surrendering. I want to play with my food, or I eat it. Amriel looks directly at you. Her glowing silver eyes betray that she is not looking at the sword, but instead, it's like she is looking at your soul. Cousin, she says, please, I know you are near, and now is the time we meet. I've had visions of this night for many moons now. It is why I've traveled here. On this night, I cannot keep running forever. Please, Raven, help is on its way, but I need your assistance to weather this storm. And with that, your vision is sent reeling back through the darkness and comes slamming back into your body. You know that building. You checked it out earlier tonight when you came into town. Amriel is close. She is begging for your aid.
Ooh.
Okay, so I do know the building, so immediately I stand up and I rush to the building. I get up and go without warning.
Without warning? You're not even telling the
With
group
it-
what's
with-
going on
I
or
just-
anything?
Go, yeah. I
Just
kick the
go.
door. I'm
Do
not.
any of us see him do this, or is this
I
just
make
like...
tons of noise. I kick
Oh,
the door
yeah,
open.
yeah. Like, it's
I
just
don't.
noticeable. You just don't know why he's doing
Okay.
this. So, yeah,
Get
Vilmar
a
gets
taco
up.
from the gas
He
station.
rushes out of the building of Galder's Tower. And he's just sprinting back into town. While he's doing that, what are the rest of you guys doing? How are you reacting to this situation?
I feel like I would be worried about him because it's not like him to be so random and sporadic.
Fair.
Usually he's very vigilant and just tells us, whatever. So I kind of want to stay back and kind of watch from a distance where he's going. Obviously, if he's doing something private, then I would leave and give him his privacy.
I got the Montezuma's
I mean, you know what I'm saying, though.
Yeah,
Like, he's the man,
I'm imagining like you guys are like maybe 20 yards, 50 yards away from the city or the town. He's just
I'm
running
still in the
back
woods.
into town.
I'm still rolling on that 0 investigation check.
I'd like to also alert the group and be like, hey, guys, do you feel like we should worry about this? I'm going to go kind of do my thing and kind of stand back and watch. Are you guys going to come with me? Going to stay here? I'm going to let you know what's going on. That's my conversation with the group.
Tail is going to try and follow closely because he thinks that he pissed off Jobis with his skeleton thing earlier today.
Okay.
So he
I
wants to go make up with Jobis.
I also have a quick question before anything happens with Vilmar again. Is about that Helm of Brilliance from last. If I remember right, I think the group said I could have it.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
That is
then-
absurdly dangerous. Use it wisely.
Well, I also want to know how would he know to learn the
you can
command
like
word?
so you in 5th edition, I think maybe Tail has the identify spell, so it's probably a move point, but you can just meditate on an object for like an hour during a short or long rest, and you can like learn what it does and its some of its base properties, and then you take another hour to attune to the object.
Jobus
could have been
meditates
done
on
over
an
the last
object
couple of days.
for an hour every night.
True.
Vilmar got DM and Creepy Morty says.
This
Bob
might
Ross.
be a little retroactive. Could I have done that through this travel during
Yeah,
a
yeah,
multiple
yeah.
long
That's,
rest?
totally.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't
You've
read
had,
it until
like,
just right.
3 days, 2 or 3 days.
Okay.
DM inspiration for Vilmar has DM inspiration. already.
Yes, 2 times 2. We need
Well, he's about
multipliers
to-
now.
Everybody's full on inspiration cast.
I think I'm full. Yeah.
Give it to the DM.
Not
Everybody's
for
full
Don't
long.
give it to the D. Season finale. He's gonna
Here,
kill us.
let me refund those
Cascadia,
points.
you're adorable.
Wait, no, I got the fix for this.
I'm guessing.
Cascadia's
the
just
reason
yelling
you-
names. It's just
Yeah, not even paying attention.
I'm guessing, Jobus, the reason why you wanted to know about that is because you want to use the fire opal thing that makes your sword a
I'm
torch.
giving you your channel
Yes,
points
I wanna
back.
meet it
Everyone's
as I'm
got
running.
inspiration.
As I'm running to this thing, I want to use the command word to turn the sword ablaze. My sword.
use the safe word.
Yeah, I would use the same word.
All right, so yeah, you've got your Helm of Brilliance on.
I like to think it's a really
running in the
ghetto
town.
item.
There we go. I have
Just
2
running
bardics
in.
now.
That's not.
Thank you,
That's
Cat.
not how this works. That's not how.
That would
this
actually-
works.
That would be good if one was a different color, so we could differentiate between bardic inspiration and Genie's bardic.
There, that is true.
Yeah, I like to imagine your command word for turning that sword ablaze is like, "Let's cook a bitch," and you just start going.
Let's cook.
Oil?
so
Just talking about
I
oil.
know
Don't you cook it?
Reshi-
Cooking
all right. We
It's actually hot
listen,
dogs and
guys.
hallways, but
listen, guys. We're running out of time here. Let's focus up. Come on, let's go. We got shit to do tonight. Reshi and Tail are following Vilmar into town. Quothe is apparently off in the woods somewhere, and according to him. And Rowan, you've been blowing drugs all day. Are you following them? Or are you just hanging out in the tower?
I'm passed out in the tower.
You're passed out in the tower.
My beautiful
All right.
team.
Good
Thank you for
lord.
supporting me and the tiny lizard.
No,
This-
no,
this
no.
will be
I'm not gonna do that. I'll I'm a little rough around the edges, but I'm awake. Yeah.
rough around. Just fair enough.
The morning before
Um,
you get your coffee, kind of feel groggy.
Yeah. Except drugs.
I can see that.
Drugs.
I can see like me, Vilmar dashes through the door, then Tails and Reshi come, and then Kothi goes off into the woods, and then Rowan's like with his pants down, kind of stumbling towards the door.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Basically.
Yeah,
All
let's
right,
go in
so
there.
Vilmar, you're ahead of everybody else. I will assume that Quothe is with you, unless you really don't want to be in this next scene.
No,
Uh,
it's fine. Somebody grabs me by the loincloth and drags me around.
We're gonna take a quick 5-minute break. We're not gonna do our long ad break this time around. Yeah, I use a quick bathroom, grab some drinks, and then when we get back, we're gonna get into like the main scene of the day. Hey, we're back from break. Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Where we last left our group, Vilmar had a vision. His cousin, Amriel, apparently, she called him cousin anyway, said that she needed his help, and she was trapped in a building surrounded by a bunch of imps, with the voice of Shardor coming from somewhere nearby. Although, you remember that in your last vision, when she was surrounded in a swamp by a bunch of shadowy figures, there was one that was a lot bigger than the others. like much larger. Definitely not an imp. So you're not sure where Shardor is, but he's definitely close by. I will put you guys on the
And
map. Or wait.
and
So can we see them also then, since this was a vision and now it's come to like fruition, can we see what he sees possibly, potentially? Or are we gonna find out, I guess?
Well, yeah, I mean, once you get there.
Okay.
Or
and also, Joe, I don't know if you heard me, but one reason I was asking about that command word is so the minute Vilmar gets outside, he's gonna basically say the command word to light up his weapon. So they can see if you allow that. You can see this.
Yeah.
They'll see the sword in the night, at least.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm bringing you guys over to this other map here. On the right-hand side of the page, you should find an open spot of road. You can place yourselves on the road there. That way you can... I know that sometimes when I put your characters on the map, you can't, like, roll or, like, manipulate the thing, so... You want to place your own characters on.
I have a problem seeing it. It's so small.
Oh, it's at
Zoom in.
220. Yeah, it zoomed us at 220 when we went to the page.
Yeah, it's itty bitty, yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna want to zoom out a little actually to make it usable.
Yeah, I don't know why that does that. When
It's fine. I mean, we can
drug
use
you to the
imagination.
page, I was on... My DM screen was on 20%, so I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, no, it's just a quirk of the system, so nothing to worry about.
Yeah, you guys rushing into town there. Ron will have to put himself on the map. There we go. And then just hiding in the shadows.
Fog of War.
Yes.
Everything's a little bit foggy for him right now. It's just
It is
He's just
true.
wandering like a zombie.
So you see this road here. Quothe, from inside that building, there's like enough holes and stuff. You can probably see like that much where you are. That.
I don't know where I'd be on this map since I'm way ahead.
Yeah, you're running. You're ahead. Probably a good 60 feet ahead of everybody else.
So should I be more in?
Somewhere you can place yourself like around this crossroads down here. And everybody else would be back towards the front of the map. Alrighty. I don't know if I want to keep. I don't know if I want to put you guys into combat just yet. I will assume like if everyone's running at top speed, Reshi and Quothe will be able to catch up to Vilmar a little bit. Vilmar, you know that the building that you got to go to is up this way, and then to the left, and basically straight on from there.
Okay.
Looks like the building that you're kind of standing out in front of right now, this large building, not that it's like super important or anything, but like this large building seems to be maybe like a town hall kind of place. Not quite sure.
So if I stand where he's standing when he that area, would I be able to reach him if he needs assistance? Okay. I guess I could use haste if I need to.
Yeah, I guess from where you're
yeah,
This
keep in mind
way.
I've got all kinds of goofy, fun stuff we can do.
Yeah, we're just trying to like honestly just follow him in the shadows from what I that's my intention, is just to see what's happening.
I have very short legs. All right, I'm running as fast as I can.
Oh, I also learned last night that if you left click on your token and start to drag it, you can then right click as well, and it will measure you while you're dragging your character.
Oh, that is brilliant.
Yeah, I learned that last night.
That's awesome.
So what was that? How do you do it again?
So
if you-
with your like moving your character, this is the pointer. You would
Uh-huh.
start to move as you like you left click and hold, right? And actually move your character like at least a square, and then right click, and it will add the
Ooh, nice.
Okay.
That way we don't have to like measure it all out and then like
Move the character.
Try
Yeah,
to
that's
guess.
way smoother.
try to guess where we go.
Okay.
Save up for the new season. Start with D. So yeah, Vilmar, if you want to like move and we want to do like another round of movement here, that would be good.
Right. Well, I've been dashing up to here then.
Rowan, you
Because
can
I'm
move.
assuming this is a wall on this corner, right? I can't like cut across it or.
Oh yeah,
Just
yeah.
here.
Yeah, that's like a building.
Okay.
There's a building over there.
And it was the building north or south that I needed to go to. That I
Just
recognize.
the building like right across. This is like a broken down like kind of lot right here. You can see like there's a doorway into this building. This is the building that you saw in your vision right along here. You can see there's
Okay.
like a broken piece of wall right here that you could like get into.
Gotcha.
Let me actually see from your. Can you see? You might actually be able to see from where you are that little imp.
Okay.
Prepare to be smote. It's tragic. I'm running out of rum.
So if you guys want to place your character sort of a little bit behind Vilmar, maybe somewhere along this left curved road, like right in here, we'll roll for initiative and go from.
Fuck yeah. Oh sure, just show me up, Jeannie.
Whoops.
I vote you move close enough to do something if he needs it, but that's just my opinion.
Oh me?
I really need that alert.
No, just
skill.
everybody in general, like, season finale wise. Just be close enough that you can do something.
I think you guys are a little ahead of too. Well, I think Kote, you're a little too close. I think you're supposed to be a little bit more behind, but
He's on top of you.
Son of
Ooh.
a bitch.
well, that's what I was trying to get at. You're supposed to be behind me, behind.
I don't know where behind is.
Find that wand of wondering.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you cleaned that. Still got goblin butt goo on it.
Brown snot trails just hanging from it.
Okay, I'm good.
There's a phrase I never thought I would.
The colon's hanging off of it.
Oh god.
So good.
It sounds like it could be just the worst thing to have flung on you. Goblin butt goo.
I don't know. Kote butt goo might be a little worse.
He does have a scent, that's for sure.
He's got a nice musk to him.
Aqua de Gio. That's an amazing scent, by the way.
I think the way that
Put on there.
Quote is, the smaller the room, the less you want to be in it with him. So
Sorry. Got to add something.
I'd like to cast I'm rubber, you're glue.
Ha!
Okay, wait. Just make sure Discord's working. Jeannie, say something.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, good. I just want to make sure.
All right, cool. Custom things. All right, cool. Let's get the combat music rolling. Hey. Order you guys correctly. Rowan is up first. Vilmar is thematically stopped a little bit because he spotted an imp. Rowan, you're catching up to him. A little bit oozy, maybe, perhaps, from the run and all of the drugs. How are you going to start us off here in
Mostly the drugs, let's be honest.
combat?
Mostly the drugs, yeah. I am going to. Well, everybody has bardic right now.
Well,
Just
they
don't worry
have
about that.
they have audience bardic. They can yours can do other cool stuff. Remember, and it's a
Okay.
D8, not a D6.
Oh. Oh. Okay. I mean, I'm not doing that. Yeah, but
Fair enough.
let's see here. I'm going to move. Can't really see anything. There's just that one imp right there, right?
Well, Rowan can't even see him. There's a building between.
Yeah, I can't see anything. I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
I mean, you can just move up further. You can stay where you are. And
So I'm
you
gonna
don't
move up to here.
have to do anything.
I'm gonna move up to here, and I'm gonna throw up.
Roll a Constitution check for me. Works, dude. 18. You feel a lot better. You
Hell
barf.
yeah.
You feel a lot better. You're not like sober by any means, but you're definitely like your stomach is not like turning over anymore, and you feel like maybe you won't be super hindered during this fight now that you vomited.
Nice.
I know we're in combat, but like I made some vegan sausage last night, so I was like hoping I could just toss him some.
There's probably some on the ground next to you.
Gross. Anything else before we move on to tail? Or you just vomit on your shoes and feel better?
I mean, I moved. That was the
Yep.
action, I guess, wasn't it?
Well, you have a move action, you have standard action. Vomiting is, unless you are really heaving, like for dramatic effect, like I'd say that's a free action.
Okay. All right. Good. I guess let's tap Reshi on the shoulder here and give Reshi
Oh, Korthe can use his scythe again. I forgot about that.
Yes, I can.
Prepare for the murder whirlwind.
where's is it bear? Yeah, bear's endurance,
Cool.
which
You're
gives
gonna
Good.
enhance ability on.
yeah, that's advantage on constitution checks. And
2d6
also-
temp each?
And also gain a D26 temporary hit points.
Nice.
So roll that 2 6-sided dice for us, Rowan. And Tail, while he's doing that, well, what are you doing?
Tail is gonna run up right next to Mr. Vilmar here, and he said,
You
"I'm
get 7
sorry."
extra HP.
Hell yeah.
What's gonna happen?
I'm sorry about the skeleton, Mr. Vilmar. I'm sorry. What's going on? Am I in trouble? Are you okay?
No, my friend, everything is right. I had another vision. My supposed cousin is in the building ahead of us. I must get to her. She's calling for my assistant.
I feel like every time we get into a battle, this beast just shows up.
Maybe Rowan needs a familiar.
Maybe.
He might secretly be a ranger boy.
Oh no. How many times can you multi-class?
I am going to tap Vilmar on the shoulder, and I'm going to use my fancy class feature. I'm going to use my special upcasting scroll, and I'm going to cast Dragon's Breath on him at 3rd level.
Nice.
Good choice.
Nice. What element are you choosing? Because like, you have to choose an element when you cast that for his breath.
That's it.
No, it's
Good God.
it,
Does like
it's
melting
acid,
things too
cold,
much.
lightning, or poison. I'm going to choose lightning. I'm going to choose
Lightning
lightning.
breath. Cool.
That's a good one too.
All right. So you can do Dragon's Breath at 3rd level now with Lightning Breath, Vilmar. You can look that up in the compendium, I think.
That would be
see
46
this.
damage in a 15-foot cone of lightning damage.
Jesus. Wait, a cone for lightning?
Yes, sir.
Wild.
Is it just one use?
Yeah, it's a one-use thing.
It was breath weapon. Is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty wild. Hell yeah. And I believe, unless Tail, you got a bonus action you doing?
Dragon.
No, that was a bonus action. Dragon's
Any-
Breath is a bonus action.
Any actual action then? Or did you have to dash to get over here?
I didn't have to dash, but I'm not stupid enough to run into combat. Like, I came here to... I thought that
Alright.
Vilmar was mad at me, so I was trying to patch up my relationship with Vilmar. So I'm
Fair
not
enough.
running it.
Speaking of Vilmar, then it's your turn, dude. Vilmar, what are you doing?
Okay, let's see here.
Oh, I forgot that command does not work in Foulsham's chat. It only works in Genie's.
Lucy do belong though.
She do be.
So I see this imp, right?
Yeah, you can see him from where you are. Or maybe if not from exactly where you are, you could have seen him when you were coming around the corner of that building. Got a glimpse of him. Very
Can I
least.
perceive what he's doing? Is he just standing
he
there,
looks
lying there?
he looks aggressive and he's facing towards the center of the building. This way. Not really looking out this door. Like think of like he's like basically at a 3/4 turn, but from behind. You know?
Okay.
So you can kind of
So-
like, yeah, like if you were like right in line with him, you would be able to see like his ear and maybe like his cheek and like his eye, but like not much other than that on his face because he's facing like away from the door.
Okay. Now to read a scroll is an action, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to read my last scroll of haste I got from Tail. Then cast
Cool.
haste on myself.
Nice.
Oh,
You are Speedy Boy.
Speedy
That
Vilmar,
is
huh?
a concentration spell. So we'll
Yep.
have to remember that. So when you take damage, you'll have to make constitution saves to maintain concentration on that spell. That's an action. It doubles your move speed, and you still have a bonus action. Is using the Dragon's Breath a bonus action for him? Or is it using it, is that an action?
For him, it would be an action to do it.
Okay.
Oh,
What-
wait a minute. Yeah, it's an action for him to use it. It's a bonus action to cast it. It's an action for him.
Just wanted to make-
So okay, so I want to move since now I have haste. I can move double my speed, right?
Yes.
Without actually, so that means I can.
I'm going to say that the monodrone stayed back in the tower, since he's not really made for combat.
Oh, I'm so glad you remembered. I forgot that it was a possibility he would join us in combat.
If I get to here, can I see more like what's in the
Yep.
building before I?
Yeah.
I don't want to in there, but it's like I want to kind of see.
Sure, yeah. You pause to take in sights, as it were. Reveal areas. I'll just basically this. So it seems reasonable. Also, like this area is has been well
Okay.
fast.
How much damage does that thing do?
The breath, 46.
Yeah.
Wait till they all come screaming and hurtling at you.
50.
As well.
The earlier you use it, the better, because it is a concentration spell for me.
That's what I was thinking. Maybe I'll just use it right now to blast these two. Locks
You have
this.
a cone though. Does that reach out to the middle guy?
No, it won't hit Amriel.
That right?
Yeah, I think it's actually these 3 blocks, right? I think it's like these.
What if you
It's like
hit the? No, you
this
wouldn't hit
block,
Amriel.
that block, and that block. And it goes out basically like this. It's a 50-foot cone.
So it would hit those two, though, right?
Yeah, it'll hit those 2. It won't hit Amriel.
Emerald. Okay.
That's what she was asking. It's like if it will hit. She said the dude. It's a girl, but it will not hit Amriel.
All right. So that'll do. I'll do that right now then.
Cool.
I'll just expel the
Um,
dragon's breath on those two.
Spell dragon. It's a what's the saving throw again? On this?
There's each creature within the dexterity saving throw taking,
Yeah, so it would be dexterity saving throw 15.
and this is 46 or
Yeah, 46 lightning damage.
Or
that.
It's weird, the spell is cast at level 2, but since it was done from my scroll thing, it's cast at level 3 because it counts as 1 higher.
So let me
They
just. I'm
both
just gonna roll.
save. They're very dexterous little guys. They got little wings on them. They see you kind of come into the room and face them. And they're all distracted. They look at you because you're a big man and shining armor and stuff. And as you breathe the lightning on them, they kind of like flit around, all crazy like.
Well, they're supposed to take half damage then, I think.
Yeah, they are. Oh my God, you're rolling so many dice.
I'm getting like lag.
We'll use the first one. Luckily, it's the highest roll of 17. Half of 17 is, I believe, 8. These imps are gonna each take 8 damage. You fry these little fuckers. They are very injured. Not dead, not quite dead, but they are not looking good.
For flavor, can we say the dragon's breath came from his shield? Because that would be rad as fuck.
Sure, yeah. You know what?
Eyeball.
Magic is, a thing. Yeah, just the eye just shoots lightning out of it. The sentinel shield. Maybe one day that eye will be implanted in the raven, in your other shield. Amriel turns to see that, and she says, "Yes, cousin, good. I didn't expect that, but amazing."
You'll have to thank my little friend when you see him.
She says, "Shaldor's somewhere around here. I haven't been able to."
Wait, you
spot
should
him."
probably you just show up and suddenly you're like, my little friend. That's not,
Wait, sorry, it's like kind of cutting out. I don't know if I'm going bad or what.
Is Discord being glitch again?
If Rowan runs into a room and says, "You can thank my little friend," it has a completely different context.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
And is
it does.
John's son.
Yeah, but this is Vilmar's too. He's not gonna.
I don't know. You are a priest. Anyway, she says,
No,
yes,
I'm not.
Shardor's somewhere around, and I'll make sure to thank Tail.
How does she know my name, freaky lady?
You don't know that.
That would be the end of my.
I will remind you, out of character though, she whispered to Vilmar through the sword, saying that she has had visions of this night, and that's why she's here.
That's true.
She is a determinist, apparently, believing that fate binds her actions. If I was her, I wouldn't have showed up here tonight. No fucking way. I would have been running the other fucking... I'm like, nope. But hey, she's like, this is my destiny. I must fulfill it. So yeah, Vilmar, you wrecked some shit. She is up next. And so she is going to, let me just double check here. At first she's going to say, she says, Raven, do you have the scabbard? Toss it to me if you do, for my sword is very not good at fighting these creatures. As she pulls out the sword, you know to be your family's sword, and it, as soon as it comes out of the sheath that she keeps it in, it is just wreathed in flames, just burning hot flame. And I mean, you're a studied, paladin. Imps are immune to fire, so it was, she's like, I've been running from these creatures as long as I can, trying to meet you here. They are resistant to my fire. My sword is no match for them.
Can I, because I have it in the bag of holding, can I take it out and throw it to her?
Yeah,
I have
that's
left
fine.
it as a bonus action. Then I'll do that.
You're blocking the door.
Can't move anymore.
Are you sure that's your cousin, though?
What's that supposed to mean?
Just saying.
It's a weird family, okay?
What's that
Do I have to
supposed
roll
mean,
anything to
Luigi?
throw it to her, or?
No, you're fine. Sorry.
Okay.
I click on something, screwed up the screen.
I'm just saying he's throwing a weapon at someone that's giving him visions. How do we know that's his real cousin? That's all I'm saying.
Well, the god gave him the eyes.
Okay.
And she has very similar eyes. I think Vilmar's eyes are golden, hers are silver. But other than that, very similar glowing eyes. So you toss her the scabbard. And
Yes.
she is going to she's going to catches it in one hand. She quickly sheaths the sword inside the scabbard, and she says a magical word. I forget, what is the Latin? What's it that I said? I don't think it's-
Fuego. That's
it's
Latin.
not
Fuego? Fuego,
no,
that's what she says?
That's Spanish. Also, that means fire. Just to we'll use Harry Potter for now. She says Accio Frio, and pulls it out, and you see frost just like coming off of the sword now. She says, well, if they're immune to fire, perhaps they'll be damaged by coldness.
How immune to
Frito-Lays.
fire are they?
Frito-Lay.
Are they completely immune to fire?
You aren't close enough to hear what she said, but that's what she said. Immune to fire. And that is the free action for her. She's gonna basically say, finish off those two, and she's gonna step over here, and she's going to try to attack these one attack on each one, starting with the northern imp. 25 is gonna hit, and 18 is also gonna hit. I think I have it on her sheet as fire because I didn't know if you were gonna actually give her the scabbard or not. But if it does specifically say fire, yeah, that is actually cold. It's not fire. So 13 and 7. You see this imp over here. She like cuts it. Its head falls to the ground. Vilmar, make a perception check as she for that, but she's also gonna do some damage to the second one here, and she's gonna second one. Oh wait, that should actually be a little lower than that. I forgot. She has the duelist fighting style. Actually gets +2 to her damage rolls when she's only using a one-handed weapon. 13 perception. You see that the cold kind of freezes a little bit, but it actually melts very quickly. You think that they're actually also resistant to cold magic. Immune to fire and resistant to cold, apparently. Rashi, is your turn. You can hear from where you are, you can start to hear the sounds of combat. You've heard people's voices conversing, but you're not exactly sure what they were actually saying.
I can only go so far.
You do have key. You can step of the wind. You can
Plus,
dash.
you could dash, couldn't you?
Yeah, you can dash as a bonus action with a 1 point of key.
Well, she can just dash and normal, not use any.
Well, that too. Yeah, I was saying if she wants to dash, and then also, you know, she could get like into there, basically, and she can still make attacks on these two guys if
Yeah, that's what I'm going for.
if she dashes as, you know, a bonus action with a key point. Otherwise, she could just get into.
Okay, I dash with a key. I'm going to. These guys are flying though, right?
They have wings, but they are not flying. They can fly. They're
Okay.
on the ground. They're a little bit smaller than tail, even.
Okay, I'm going to unarmed,
They're probably like 2
and then
feet tall.
flurry, and then unarmed. Or yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. No, I'm gonna katana.
Ton of these guys. All right. Which one are you attacking?
The one in front of me.
The injured one.
Mhm.
Alrighty. A 12 is not going to hit, actually. Almost.
Oof.
Ooh, 12 and 9. No. He is, the flurry of blows. Yeah, the flurry of blows will hit, this creature. With one of your attacks, flurry of blows. And, yeah, so he's just, like, dodging back and forth, you know? And he's got his wings are kind of damaged now, but still enough for him to, like, jump off the stairs and then, like, duck under your other sword, and then you're just like, fuck it, and like knee him in the face because he's like 2 feet tall.
Okay.
So yeah, the flurry of blows is gonna hit him with 5 bludgeoning. You knee him right in the face and hear a sickening crack. This imp goes down. So if you want, you can do another flurry of blows. If you still have movement, you could attack this one further up the stairs,
That's what I'm gonna do.
or
Yep.
you can attack that guy.
I'll get the next
Gonna
dead
move
guy.
Forward. All right. So
I'll
one
flurry
more-
again.
One more flurry of blows attack. 23 is gonna hit. For 10, you also just like, he's up on the stairs a little bit, so you just like throat punch this guy. He goes down. However, the imp that was like on the other side of Vilmar is going to get a little bite.
I use my reaction to make it a disadvantage.
Disadvantage. All right. He still gets a 21 on it.
I'm still gonna hit.
He's gonna do 5 piercing and 9 poison damage, for a total of 14. Well, it'll make a DC 11 Constitution save, rather. Sorry. Make that con save for me. 13, so you take a total of 9 damage, 4 of which is poison from the imp.
She's a monk. Does she take poison?
Got you.
I think she does. Yeah.
There's like
I
a.
had temp HP also from Genie.
That's true. It's 7 temp HP, so you take,
I'm at 43, I think.
yeah, you only take 2 points off of your max HP, or I don't know what your
Yeah.
max HP is. So
Nice.
Yeah, it's
I'll take
45,
2
so I'm
off
at
it.
43.
Well, that already came into play.
Yeah,
That worked.
cool. after you go, Reshi, you hear this dark, ominous voices. Yes, more lambs to the slaughter. Tonight shall be fun. I will get to kill 2 of the Justicar's bloodline this night. But with that, it is Quoth's turn.
Go juggernaut your ass in there. Just crash through the wall.
Juggernaut.
I'm going to use my action. Actually, let me move closer. That would help probably too.
Mm-hmm.
One more
But-
forward.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I'm going to use the Ring of Shooting Stars.
Ooh, okay.
I'm going to expend 2 charges to make four spheres.
So I didn't put the thing in. Ring of Shooting Stones.
Garchcat said, "You are all beautiful."
Thank you so much,
You're
Crouch.
beautiful. No, you're.
No,
beautiful.
you.
I'm Keanu Reeves or whatever that meme is. So 6 charges. You use 2 charges. 1 to 4. So you're doing ball lightning. Is that what you're doing?
Yes.
Okay. So you 1 to 4 3-foot diameter spheres of lightning. The more spheres you create, the less powerful each sphere is. Individually, the spheres appear in an occupied space you can see with 120 feet of you. So you can see into the building. They last.
How far in the building can I see?
See to the opposite wall of the building.
So I can see these first 4?
See all
Or
the
just
way
those
over
3?
here. You wouldn't be able to see that guy because there's a wall.
Okay, let's just do 3, and I want 1 placed between each enemy all the way to the wall. I thought I could see the 4th.
So let's see. So like 1 here,
Mm-hmm.
1 here, like 1 there.
No, 1 down. Well, I mean, if I can do that, yeah, sure.
Yeah, you can put it there. That's fine.
Okay. Now I'd like to activate them, but I don't know how. As a bonus action.
Yeah, as a bonus action, you can move each sphere up to 30 feet, no further than 120 feet away from you, and a creature other than you comes within 5 feet of the sphere. The sphere discharges lightning at that creature and disappears. Creature must make a DC 15 Dex saving throw. On a failed save, the creature takes lightning damage based on the number of spheres you created, which in this case for 3 spheres is 2d6. So they all have to make a DC 15 Dex saving throw, but they are super dexterous. So let's go from the one closest to Vilmar and move away from him. So the one closest to Vilmar critically fails. The one in the middle gets a 5. And then the one on the far side over there gets a 17. All right.
No reason to roll. Wait a minute, is it half? No, I don't think so.
Doesn't say.
Yeah.
Yeah, so no, I think it just
Okay.
doesn't work.
Now, wait a minute. Does that hit them twice, though, since they're...
No, it discharges and then it disappears. Oh, wait. Also, hold on. That other guy. This one. The one at the top. Okay, go.
But do you see what I'm saying? When it discharges, does it hit both of them? Does it explode? Like, discharge to both since they're within 5 feet?
Oh, yeah, yeah. Good point. Good point. So yeah, hold on. That one that's closest to Vilmar only makes one save. But the middle one and the one furthest to the left would also make saves. So let's go. One in the middle for the second, and the one on the far left for the second. Cool. So that first one does. You rolled 8 damage, right? Or are we just gonna roll these damages now?
Yeah, I've been rolling them in tandem with you doing the save. So the first one took 8 damage,
First one took
and the second one took 5.
5, and then 12.
The third
right?
one doesn't matter. The 4 doesn't matter. Yeah, then the 12 and then the 8 for the duplicate hits.
So you just fucking 2 lightning from either side just arc into the middle one, and he's like, hoo-wee, ha! And then he just fries. As he's just fucking lightning from both ends, just fry this fucking dude. And then this other one,
He sounded a little excited about it.
he's just fucking, yeah, you know. I mean, he is an imp.
Imps are weird.
They are weird. This guy is fucking bloodied. This guy.
He should be dead, shouldn't he?
The one on the far left saved his first one and then took 8.
Oh,
on the
gotcha.
On the second one, and the furthest one nearest to Amriel only took the thing from the one, and he saved and didn't take any.
Gotcha.
So these all discharge and disappear. Yeah, and the 2 that get injured, like, again, do it again. And yeah, so that's Gothe's turn. Ooh, it is now the imp's turn. Let's see here. This one's gonna come over here. This one's gonna fly over here. Then these 3 are just gonna surround Amriel. And the one next to Vilmar is gonna attack him. So starting with Reshi. Let's see here. He's gonna try to sting you. Critical fail. The next one's gonna try and sting you. Get a 17. Does a 17 hit you, Reshi? Is Reshi even there?
She's back now.
What was that?
She just stepped back. She had to take care of Kiddo really quick.
What happened?
Yeah, no worries. So you got attacked. Does a 17 hit you?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna need you to make another DC 11 Constitution saving throw. You're gonna take 5 piercing and 7
So I felt
poison.
that one.
So yeah, you really feel that one. You're already you already got some of their venom like coursing through your veins. This one just doubles down on it. You take 12 points off of your max HP. This little injured one is gonna try to find an opening in Vilmar's armor. Gets an 18. Does an 18 hit Vilmar?
Not even close.
Not even close. he's like little, you know, he's injured. His like stinger just like hits you and like bends a little bit as it like hits your metallic armor. And then these guys are gonna all try and hit. Let me just make sure they don't have like hack tactics or anything. Just want to be. Yeah, no, okay. Oh crap! I didn't. Shit. All right. I already murdered a bunch of them and did the thing for the stuff. I just realized that these guys have magical resistance and they should have been getting advantage on those saving throws, but we'll
Too bad.
remember that later for this fight. They're gonna do 3 sting attacks on Amriel. A 9's gonna miss. A 23 is gonna hit, and a 24 is definitely gonna hit. So let's do that and that, and Amriel's gotta do the Constitution save twice. 15 and a 19. At least she saves against that. Jesus Christ. 7 and 7 is 14.
7 and 11.
Well, 14. The first one does 7 piercing, and she saves for half of the poison damage. So that's a total of 14. And then 6 and half of 9 is 4. Rounded down. So 10 or 24 points of Jesus Christ.
Holy shit.
That is. I mean, she's got a good armor class too. I mean, at least she's a bit. You can tell like she's probably a little bit higher level than you guys are. She's got a good, she's got a good amount of HP, but holy fuck, 24
So are they-
is like. That's
Are
a
they
lot.
poisoned now? Like Reshi and her? Like, or are they like feeling
No,
effects
it's just
of poison?
poison.
Wondering
It's
about
just poison damage. They're not poisoned.
Like
Okay.
over
Just
time.
poison damage. There's a
Okay.
difference between taking poison damage and having the condition called poison.
Poisoned. Okay, I just wanted to know because if you need to cast a spell if they were poisoned.
Nah, you're good. Rowan,
that-
it is back to you.
Double disadvantage would be really nasty.
Well, Rowan's like super quiet. Is anybody?
I don't even know if
Okay.
I can make it over there.
Oh, there
There
it
you
is.
go.
That's his thinking voice.
That's what he was thinking in his head.
Dead
Right?
silence.
I mean, Rowan can run to here, or get there and potentially make an attack on this guy. Or
Can he
you could,
natural
like,
haste?
Or you can dash. He doesn't have haste.
Ooh.
It's Vilmar who's hasted. You could cast something on Quothe or something if you. Well, Reshi's still concentration, right? That's the enhance abilities concentration, right?
It's at Voltron time.
I already burnt through that, so feel free to
Yes.
concentrate on somebody else.
Oh yeah, that's true. Well, you still have advantage on Constitution checks,
Yeah.
not saves. Constitution checks. The fuck is that?
I think
mean?
you should go in there and stab
There's
something
nothing.
with a
There's
knife.
no Constitution checks. I mean, I guess
I
there
wasn't
could be.
rolling those on. Did I do Constitution checks? Because I've not been rolling those on
No,
advantage.
those are Constitution saves, and saves are different than checks. So I
Question.
don't know why it says checks in the.
Question:
Yes.
Does this building have a roof on it?
Partially. There's like
shit's fucked up.
if I remember correctly, there's like a big hole on the roof, kind of like over these guys.
Okay.
Okay, meteor will go through it.
I want to cast Fairy Fire. Like right here.
Can you stack fairy fires?
No. I mean, you can see like in here, like into this place, so you'd be able to like.
I mean,
cast
but if I
fairy
just
fire.
throw it above the building, I mean,
Oh yeah. Too.
if I can just throw it in the hole, it's a 20-foot range. It's a 20-foot cube,
Yeah.
which
True.
would be
No, the building's only 1 story, so if you cast it like right at the roof line, it should reach the floor. Got Blue Eyes TV. Hey, welcome in.
I mean, a 20-foot cube. If it was to hit here,
Yeah, from up here.
that's, there's 20 foot right there.
Is it a 20-foot cube or a 20-foot radius cube?
20-foot cube within
So-
range.
So yeah,
Is
it
that
would
lined in?
be, it'd be out to 10 feet.
It would still be. Okay.
You can
Well, can
probably
I-
Still
can I-
a good chunk. It's definitely.
Can I
a big-
can I throw it around in here then?
Yeah, you
Let's-
probably
let's
you can
just say
place it
for,
right above
here.
this guy. I'll give it to you, Max. Hit these 3, and obviously Jobus and Reshi as well. So
Well.
that's dexterity saves, I believe. Right? Yep, dexterity saving throw. What's your dexterity, or what's your spell save DC on your spell page?
Why can I never find that?
It's at the top of your spell list. It's right, big numbers, top of the page.
Oh yeah, 15.
15. All right. We're gonna starting at the very top. Imp. 4, 6, and 21 for the one right next to Jobus. Reshi and Vilmar, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw as well.
I got
I
that.
put the little pink dots on these guys.
Wow. My proficiency is in dexterity and I hit a 6.
Reshi's fairy fired as well.
You crit failed. What?
Dexterity
What
saving
happened?
throw.
Yep, dexterity saving throw, baby.
You rolled a 1 and you have +6 because of your dexterity.
you critically failed. Yeah.
It's
I'm
like-
so proficient in that.
Do you have advantage on those, Jobus?
No. I said,
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking.
Haste.
Oh, because of haste. Nice.
It says I had
Jobus,
advantage
you
saving throws.
are not. Reshi, unfortunately, is very fired along with those two imps up there. Moving along
of
to
a bitch.
Tail.
Sorry, Rash. I was trying to help.
No, it's fine. I love you. It's fine. Get over it. We'll still be friends in the end.
I assume I can see along this line here.
Yes. Yeah.
Uh,
As long as your thing isn't going through a wall like it is right now.
Yeah, right
Yeah,
there,
that's
though.
good. Yeah, that's on the corner. You can see that.
I am gonna summon a shadow spirit in the middle of that room.
That's a great idea. Do I take damage from the fairy fire or no?
No.
Not damage, no. But everyone has advantage to hit you.
Okay.
I am going to have the shadow spirit do its wonderful, dreadful scream. Everyone
Is that
in the room.
a thing that happens just anyway, like to everybody, or is it
Each creature
directed?
within 30 feet. That's everyone in the room.
Okay. All right.
Must beat a 15 wisdom save, or be
I'm
frightened of it.
My
I'm
wisdom is
screwed.
shit.
Don't worry. It literally just means you cannot move
Oh, I beat
towards
it.
the
That's
creature
fine.
in your case. This is a big old bubble.
Whoa, thanks.
All
I
right.
mean,
I
actually-
clearly
Screen.
cannot handle anything that's childproof right now.
What is it? It's a wisdom save. Okay. We're gonna go clockwise, starting with the top one who's fairy fired. For these, it's like Quothe fails. Reshi, I think, saves. What's the DC for this? 15.
Said 15?
15. Yeah.
15. All right. So Reshi is good. Vilmar's good. Quothe not good. You cannot move closer to that shadow spirit, Quothe. Meaning you cannot go closer to that building. The
Why did it
imps.
have to roll? I thought
What?
it was in 30. I thought it was a 30 feet radius, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it is. I
Yeah,
don't know why
it's a
Quothe
30-foot
rolled.
radius.
Yeah.
I don't know
Quothe's
why
not
Quothe
Yeah, that
rolled.
makes sense.
Which is good because
Look,
it
I'm
would
just
suck if
looking
our
on.
barbarian
I'm
didn't
just
get in the room.
look. I'm multitasking. I'm just looking at the rolls.
No
Starting
problem. No problem.
with the top fairy fired one, he fails. Next one also fails. The one next to Vilmar doubly fails. The one just south of Amriel and just to the left of the Shadow Spirit saves. The one next to him's gonna fail, and the one north of Amriel also fails.
Wow.
Wow, wait! Let's put yellow dots on them for that. Why not? Yellow is the color of cowardice, right? So-
It is going to do its chilling rend on the one directly in front of it. And
injured
then
one?
Yeah. And then hopefully it kills it so I can move forward and I can attack with advantage on the other ones.
Fair enough. Go for, yep, that hits it. That totally chillingly rends it. Plus 3 attack hit is spell level cold damage. You do see the frost on it starts to melt, but not before this thing is frozen to death.
Ooh.
They do resist cold, but he did not have the HP, even with resist, to effectively live through that attack.
And then it's going to chilling rend this other one with advantage because it's afraid of it.
Oh, did I forgot to make a save for Amriel. Sorry. Wisdom. She's good.
She gives none fucks about it.
Yeah, she no fucks. No fucks given. She's like, ah, yes, I've seen these. 19 slashing on this little buddy. Holy crap. Oh wait, he was injured too. I don't know why I didn't have the dot on him, but yeah, he was also injured. Going into this 19, yeah, he's not gonna survive that. Cobalt die. He's dead. Or it's not Cobalt, sorry, God, thinking of you. Imp. Cobalt do good by make Imp dead. I can speak
Him
words.
with it right now.
Jesus Christ. So many things going on in my brain. That's your Shadow Spirit. What are you doing?
That's it. I had to
That's it
burn
for
my
your turn?
action and my bonus action to make that work.
Snoochie boochies. Vilmar, you are up.
Okay, so I'm just gonna attack the one right in front of me because if I move away from it, it'll attack me. Where is my sword?
That is my sword.
That is my shiny sword.
I got a pop shit for you.
I'm assuming 20 hit it.
It's in my pocket.
20's gonna hit the Imp for sure.
Does that kill it?
Yes. Yes, that definitely kills that.
Alright, and then I will move up here and attack that one. So 18 hits it.
Yep. 12, 13. At one hit kill, baby. You slash right through that Imp.
Nice.
And then I can attack the guy, right? That's considered adjacent
with
to me.
haste. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got your haste, so
You do have advantage because it's fairy fire.
that,
Ooh.
that as well.
Thank you.
26 is gonna hit. I mean, 15 would have hit too. 62 slashing. Radiant. He's not resistant to either of those things. You injure this Imp over here very,
Oh,
very
damn
badly.
it. A little flare. I was going to divine smite that, but you already told me he's. That we eat.
For turn. All right. We'll move over here too. Amriel, she's got one to the north of her.
There was this. They don't take any fire damage, right?
None. They are immune. She told you they are immune to
I just
fire.
want to make sure 'cause my sword's on fire. So from the
Well, it says radiant in your stat block. Radiant's
no,
different than flames.
no, from the helm.
Yeah, additionally, it is also on fire. It does not
yeah,
factor in here.
So those that doesn't factor.
Doesn't affect it.
She's actually gonna like she swears to herself in Celestial. I mean, if anybody can speak Celestial, it's basically just like fucking hell, like, you know, that kind of shit. She sheaths the sword and pulls it out again, and she says, "Accio Lumos." And like your sword, normally, this now shines brightly with radiant magic. Hoping that radiance will not be resisted by these guys. This is the first time that she's been able to actually use the power of this sword. So she's still testing the waters as to what these things are capable of resisting and what they are not capable of resisting. Let me just write radiant there. Roll it against that imp. 15 will hit the imp, and 12 is enough to cut it down, leaving her the ability to come over here. Oops, over here. She will try and finish off this guy for an 18. Yeah, she totally gets it. That guy is down as well. Reshi, that gives you just a moment's pause before something else happens. What do you want to do? Amriel is basically saying, the fight is not over yet, I'm sure of it. Shardor is still around here somewhere. I can sense his presence.
Okay, I'm gonna hold breath weapon because I don't know who the fuck Shardor is.
Cool.
So I'm sorry, I was typing something. What did she say to me? Someone about Shardor?
She was just saying to you guys that are here, that the fight is not yet over, that she can sense Shardor's presence nearby. She just doesn't know where he is.
Yeah, if he pops in front of me or in the next 15 feet of me, I'm gonna breath weapon him. So
Sounds good.
Do
so you're
I
holding...
help anything with that?
What was that, Vilmar?
Do my gift? Does my gift at all help? Kind of get the same feeling as her about he's near.
Yeah. You feel, actually, you know what? You can make a. Do you have channel divinity?
Yeah, I haven't used my channel divinity yet.
I don't know what your channel divinity does, but if you want to burn a use of your channel divinity to do the divine sense once more today, I'll let that be an optional thing for this particular engagement. You can sense that he's around. You just don't. You feel that sort of like there's something evil around here. You just can't pinpoint what it is or where, and divine sense would allow you to do that.
Okay, I'll burn it then for it.
Okay. So you're gonna burn the channel divinity. I don't know how many of those you have. I know clerics get like 2 or something.
I get one a day basically
Get
for
one
now.
a day. All right. Yeah, you sense a very powerful fiend in this room, and he's actually moving. As Reshi, do you want to real quick? Reshi, do you want to move, reposition? Or are you gonna stay there?
I mean, is he coming towards me? Yeah, when I'm
you
moving
don't know. You don't know. This is all happening simultaneously. Yes, Vilmar?
Well, at the end, when Amriel said that she felt him close, that was the end of her turn.
That was the end of her turn. Yeah.
Okay, would I have felt where he was, basically that energy?
Yeah, I give you that as a free action. Yeah.
Okay, then I would say after she said it, my senses tell me he's in the room. I don't know, southwest or west of us. Yeah. Through that doorway.
Is Fairy Fire still active? Would that give him away?
He's saved his. Saved.
Okay, I'm not gonna leave Vilmar here. I mean, Reshi wouldn't do that, so I'm.
Trip him and run.
I just don't know if you want to stay where you are or if you want to reposition yourself at all.
I might stand behind. Thank you for asking me. I might stand behind his cousin.
Well, he wants to AoE you. That's why the DM keeps asking. So he's trying to make sure you guys all stay grouped up.
I just want to make sure that everyone's where they want to be before this happens. Vilmar, you can tell that he's moving into this room now, and his voice does get louder. And he says, I'd like my food a bit tenderized. And he is going to, on his turn, he is going to appear. So Reshi, you can use your breath weapon as you're holding it until you saw somebody. He appears right in the middle of things. DC 13 con for 6. Let's do Constitution. He critically
You
saves on that. And he takes, I think, no damage? Right?
Yeah,
Oh, half damage on
completely-
so he takes 1 point of cold.
Oh, okay.
He
So it's half
also,
damage.
How is 1/2 of 6?
well, he also resists cold damage.
All right, that makes perfect sense. I was confused.
So
I
he
was
saves
like,
for half
So he
and
has-
resists for half of that, taking him down to 1/4 of that, which would be 1, because 1.5 rounded down is 1.
Does her hit the shadow guy at all?
It probably would. Yeah, it's
Just 15?
Whose team are you on?
yeah, it's a 15-foot cone.
I feel like
That's
it's
fine.
like 20 feet. Oh, it is 15.
It probably would have been like that.
I'd have passed with either or, so.
So he takes shadow guy takes 3. What's his total health?
38.
Okay, so yeah, you take 3. You're fine. But the Shardor says, "I've been waiting for this moment so long, Ambriel. I'm going to make you watch your comrades fall before I deal with you." He is going to. He is going to reach back for a power attack and go after Vilmar and critically fail.
How about no?
Why does this always fucking happen to me? Ah! He, God damn it. Fucking hell. He's going to say, "The blood of the Justicar flows strongly through you too. I can sense their divine presence." He spits at you, like sizzles an acid on the floor.
You take 40 acid damage.
Quothe, it's your turn.
Spit his feet. The-
Yeah, he hits his own feet. He's like, "Oh shit."
Dumps it out.
1 second. It's been a while since I've swung this weapon. I was trying to find the information I was looking for in time. It has not worked well. Okay, I'll just ask Jeff. He'll fill me
Yes.
in again.
You get 2 normal attacks with it, and you can use a bonus action to attack with the back end of it with your polearm master ability. What else do you have on your character sheet?
I'm trying to remember how the necrotic works. I get 3 charges.
Yeah, you get 3 charges. Should be.
No, is
in
this the item with the chance to break though? If I used all
Yes,
3, is what I think.
yes, It is. Yes.
So
Should be
okay,
in
we're going to.
magic items, right? Is it
Yeah,
the
I'm trying to
+1
find it.
scythe
I'm
that-
just not having much luck.
There you go.
There you
Ah,
go.
there we go.
So it is +1 to attack. Does 2-handedly. It will do 1d10 plus 1d6 necrotic. It has 3 charges. Each charge can add an extra d6 necrotic per charge. Must be declared before the DM confirms if the attack is a hit or a miss. But can be used after you roll. So if you feel like you're gonna hit
Okay.
the guy, you can then say you're gonna use the charges, but it has to be before I tell you if it hits or misses.
Okay,
And
so
if it expends the charges all at once, roll a d20 on a nat 1. All the death magic is purged from the weapon. It becomes a versatile scythe. It is still +1, but you just can't do the necromantic stuff.
okay, I'm going to use 2 of them on that. Oh, and I forgot to rage. I completely forgot to rage.
Oh, well, you can do that as a
Is it
bonus
right?
action.
Is it a bonus action though?
Yeah, rage is a bonus action.
Is it really?
It
Son
really
of a
is.
bitch. Okay, let me
Really well.
let me
and
click
truly
that
is.
button. I got so many windows.
7. Flowers and vines temporarily grow around you until your rage ends. The ground within 15 feet of you is difficult to range for your enemies. So that's a good thing. At least it's not for everybody.
Okay, so we got that first attack off, which was, I'm pretty sure that I hit. I'm pretty sure that 23 hits.
Yes. Yes, it does. And that was
19.
Oh yeah, so you spend 2 charges? Is
Mhm.
that right?
Yep, I got 3 and a 2.
So you're spending 2 charges of the thing, a 3 and 2, it's a 5. 5, 3, 8, yep, 19 damage. Let me just double check what this guy is immune and resistant to. Interesting. Hey. You feel like your attacks go through. Just, yeah, they hit him just like you expect they would. He doesn't seem to be resistant to any of that stuff.
Okay, I'm sure that
25.
hits.
That will hit, yes. For another, what's that? 15?
Yes.
15. Oh, damn on. That's pretty good. Coming in. Swinging hot. Swinging
Okay.
real hot.
I think that's it. That's my turn.
Imps are dead. He did not choose to summon them. Summon more imps to his aid. He is a bit overconfident with that attack. Rowan, your turn.
I.
Let's get through maybe one more round here. I don't know how long this guy's gonna last.
You gotta make these guys a little stouter.
This is a CR10 monster, okay?
He's stout enough.
And I gave you fucking
he's a threat.
imps, okay?
He's a threat.
Listen, I can't help that I roll like shit. Don't make it fun of me.
Don't give him the power to throw those CR16s at us. Please don't.
The guy has a plus 10 to hit, and I just critically failed. Like, come on. Come on! And he doesn't have multi-attack, because his attacks are pretty powerful. Not gonna lie. Like,
We're gonna keep pushing this up, complaining at him, and then he's gonna roll good one night, and we're just fucking wiped in a minute.
yeah.
I'm just hoping he's not going to do what that fucking goblin did and just slice you all in half at once.
Yeah, that was pretty intense last night.
I will not forget that. That's one of those, oh no. No.
Is he
I
currently
thought it was
frightened?
frightened? No, he's
No.
not frightened.
But if you can make him frightened, it would be good.
Mm. Let's see. I'm gonna use my wand. A wand of wonder.
Fuck yeah.
Wand of Wonder.
Better roll good.
D100, right?
Yep.
D101. At 101, DM's discretion.
At 34, an animal appears in the unoccupied space nearest to the target. The animal is not under your control and acts as it normally would. Roll a D100 to determine which animal appears.
Please be a cat.
It's gonna be Damu's brother, and he's gonna
Please
die.
be a cat, like rolling around like
Fucking
fuck.
dragon.
Wand him go chaos 2. On a 1 to 25, a rhinoceros appears.
Oh my god. Can I leave combat?
Can
On
I name
your
the rhino
turn-
Pegger? The rhino's name's Pegger.
out. I'm out.
Sure. And a space closest to the target. Let's put him right here next to Quothe.
Oh shit! Down, Pegger.
Boom. Right there. A rhinoceros appears.
I
did not see that going that way.
I need to be on the rhinoceros. How do I get onto the rhinoceros? I have a
don't think you wanna be
proficiency
on
in
Pegger.
animal handling.
Do you have more
Too,
movement?
but
Do you have any
I
more
don't-
movement to get over there?
Do I have any more movement? I
Yeah, you have
moved.
more movement speed? You know what?
How far
Fuck it.
did I
Let's
move?
just say, you know what? Fuck it. I don't care.
Thematic. Do it.
Let's just do it. Yeah, rule of cool. You can get over to the rhino. You can try and climb on him. Give me an animal handling check.
I'm using my DM inspiration.
All right. All right.
Roll them bones.
What do I need to roll?
Another animal handling.
Oh yeah.
No, he
yeah.
just roll 1d6, doesn't he?
No.
No, that's bardic.
DM
Yeah.
inspiration basically gives you advantage. So right now he just needs to roll another one. That will take the higher result.
Yes,
There we
please.
go.
Thank God. You, this rhino was like on the verge of freaking the fuck out. I rolled secretly with my little die here, and I got a 13 for his wisdom save against being just like rampage mode. But you come over and you're 21. You calm him down and fucking get on his back.
I break
How
off a
long does
little
this
bit of
fucking-
Arcanite shard and I just kind of
Oh
put
my
it up
God.
against his nose so he gets a little off of the good
His eyes
stuff.
turn pure black.
I can see you doing
There's
your
just
best.
no whites left.
So now we have a high rhinoceros fighting a fiend. I would just like to when there is a high rhinoceros fighting a fiend.
So I'm looking at the wand, and there's nothing that says that this rhino lasts for a certain period of time. So
It's just there.
you have a
We have-
rhino now?
Rhino his ass out.
You have a rhino now? I guess. All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's all right.
I guess I'll use my I guess
Rhino stats. It's friendly to you, so let me put Ginebra on there. Save. All right. It should be probably at the top of your journal. If this thing doesn't end up dying at some point tonight, I will put it in the just like where the cat and the octopus.
why not just
Chose
have a
Yeah, you'll just hey man, you might just now have a rhinoceros as a mount. If he survives. The
All right.
Shardor's like, the fuck is what? How is what is going on? Amriel like looks over at you, Vilmar. She's like, I did not see this in my vision. And
Let's be honest, no one ever
Yeah.
sees Genie coming,
no,
alright?
yeah, no
And
one
Vilmar
ever expects the Rhino Inquisition, as it were.
is everybody okay on health? Is everybody cool?
Rashi's take like 20 HP damage.
I'm
right?
at 31 of 45, so I'm fine.
Good
She
Christ.
needs a little bit.
I can heal myself, by the way. Like
I'm
if
just gonna use healing word on Reshi.
Captain Blue Eyes coming in.
It's
with
I mean it's a bonus. It's a bonus action. I'm good.
Captain
Okay.
Blue Eyes coming in with a name location. I will keep that in the rewards panel. I'll make sure not to click that one off as redeemed. Unless you want to name the town that they're in, the Armory Throne. That's fine as well. This town does not have a name. Otherwise, we can bank it for later and name something cool. The Armory Throne.
Yeah, we're on our season finale, bro.
It's
Next
true.
week.
Next week is the season finale, so maybe there'll be something cool
Oh, I
we
thought
can do
it was
there.
next
Or
It's too hard.
next
What
week
the
during
hell-
Twitch Miss.
genie, like, what the hell am I supposed to do with that?
Yeah. I'll
It's
bank it
just-
for
I have a
someplace
rhinoceros now. I don't know.
Cool. Yeah, you have a rhinoceros. It can you can control it at the end of your turn, with a bonus action. You can make it do something.
The hero of legend.
Okay.
Make sure your cape's billowing whenever it charges.
Yeah, that's. Yeah.
So yeah, you should be able to see his character sheet, Genie, if you want the rhino to do something.
Does that count?
So if you
because
did you already healing word?
Yeah, I did healing
Oh,
word.
okay, so yeah, you can't.
I didn't know.
control
I
it
didn't
on
know
this.
that I could attack.
Yeah. Well, you know, for future rounds. Okay, so Tail, you are up.
Yeah. Gonna come right here to the doorway. I'm going to burn my DM inspiration, and I am going to cast Knowledge Thief. It's the first time I think I've used this spell.
Yeah, I was wondering what.
Kind of like bonfire.
Yeah, this is Tail's knowledge thief, right?
Yes,
it is
this
your spell. Tail made a spell, you guys, during the downtime when he leveled up last time. He
You have
actually
golf
crafted
clubs?
his own spell. What was that? Was that Rachel?
Can Genie do his golf clap thing?
Golf club. Nice.
You got bamboozled. Wait, no, that's that was not it. That was it.
Golf clap. There it is.
So what is it? It's like a saving throw, right? That to resist, or how does this work? I forget.
Do that.
Choose the target you can see within range. The target must make a wisdom saving throw. If the target succeeds, you only learn one of the target's damage resistances, immunities, or condition immunities. On a failure, the target's mind is assaulted with psychic energies. Takes 3d12 psychic damage, and additionally, you learn all of the target's damage resistance, immunities, and conditions. All right. Wisdom saving throw. A 6. Roll that damage for me. And then if you want to get like a pencil or something ready. You psychic energies rack Shardor's mind. He's not ready. Holy fuck! 25! Jesus fucking Christ. Holy fucking Christ, that's a lot of fucking damage. I was so caught off guard. I missed the first bleep. All right. Holy shit balls. What's this fucking EP? Minus 20 fucking 5. Blood, this green sizzling blood kind of comes out of his ears and nose. This dude is fucking wrecked. All right.
It's a hell of a hangover.
Yeah, that's a Jesus fuck. All right, you got ready to write this shit down?
Yep.
Damage resistances. He is resistant to cold damage, and then bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical attacks that aren't silvered. He is immune to fire and poisoned. And he is conditionally immune to charmed, exhaustion, and poisoned conditions.
Can I get the condition immunities one more time?
Charmed, exhaustion, and poison. Actually, wait, can I? Oh, no, I can't. Why can't I highlight on this character sheet? That's dumb. So damage, he resists cold, and then bludgeoning, piercing, slashing from non-magical attacks that aren't silvered. He is completely immune to fire and poison, and he is immune to charm, exhaustion, and poison as well.
I am going. That's all the information. Tail is just gonna scream out the general of that.
No.
Just
Oh no.
he's just gonna say, "Don't use fire or poison or cold." Because I'm not worried about bludgeon, piercing, slash. They all have magic weapons.
Yeah, we all have magic. That's true. He looks at you after like you do the psychic and you're shouting out all of these things, and he says, "How dare you, miscreant! Tell these people what I." He's like so angry he can't even form a full sentence. You made him angry, very, very angry.
The Shadow Spirit's gonna try and whoop his ass, and is gonna take it to attacks.
23 and a 14. 23 hits. 14 misses. 12 slashing and 2d8 plus 3 spell. So he's gonna resist that.
3 damage of which is cold. So.
Got it. He like kind of just like takes it. Kind of. That's not the worst thing that's happened to him so far. I think Vilmar, you're up.
Okay. What kind of creature is he? Like what?
He is a fiend. Specifically, I believe he's a devil. He's a lawful evil devil. Typically, they are trackers and collectors of things for the archdevils. Although, you would know, because you know paladins study this kind of shit. You would also know that they are also free agents. Like, if they don't currently have a job for an archdevil, they can hire themselves out to whoever the fuck they want.
Okay, he's just not undead, or
No, he's a fiend. A devil.
Can I cast Thorn Whip on him?
the divine smite. Okay, the damage increases by 1d8 if the target is undead or a fiend. So
Fuck him up.
Yeah, dude, fuck him up. Holy shit, are you actually gonna fucking kill this guy? Without him even being able to make a single attack?
Well, he made an attack. He just
Yeah, well,
he swung wide. He swung very wide.
He only hit half my armor class.
I might have to recalculate next episode if you die.
Okay, so yeah, we'll just attack.
Give us like a CR50. Do they exist?
I can make one.
That's literally a god at that point, buddy.
It's Dragon Macaque, that dragon we gotta go after.
Fuck, I want to kill him.
Should I use
good.
Bardic? Do you think?
Use your everything. Use your everything.
I wonder if I should use Bardic on 19. Because I don't know what his armor class is yet.
It's true.
Ask your wife.
She's not gonna know.
She's right behind you. Just, tell her to wing it.
Well, what you gonna do, Vilmar? You gonna burn it or not? Let's go. Time is a ticket.
Wah wah wee wah.
Burn him.
Let's just
Burn the heretic.
burn just to make sure I hit on that one.
All right, so the 19 becomes a 23. That definitely hits him.
That.
I love how the music just stopped for me.
Yeah, I was like, did I break something?
It was perfect, and it hits. It's like, oh, this dude's about to get nuked.
Oh, sorry. I don't know if it was just on
damn.
my end. Sometimes the music doesn't play for me, so I like to switch it to the next song when I can't hear the music. It may have just gone silent I think it went silent for me around that time too. So
It's fine. It's been playing that for the last hour and a half.
Let me.
I don't know. All these songs worked like 2 weeks ago because I went through and redid them.
Well, that divine smite is
Radiant Monks. Is that an attack roll? Looks
my
an
damn.
reroll
Yeah.
attack.
God damn it. Roll 20 is acting weird for me. Like, it wouldn't click my damage on that first attack.
Okay.
So it looks like it finally did. So that 7 and the 4.
It's a 7 and 4, and then the 14 radiant that's your divine smite.
That's missing an extra 1d8 on because he's a fiend.
Toss in a 1d8. 8.
Ooh.
Nice.
Ooh.
6 and 14. And another 2 is 22. Plus 7, 29. 4 is 33, right? From the first attack?
First attack, 7, 4.
3.
Okay, so another attack then.
He just reels back at this. Just like
can I take-
screaming in pain. You fucking cut him across the belly. His fat fucking belly.
I'm gonna use my
Also,
DM inspiration on that
Take a
attack.
look at what he looks like. That's what he looks like. He's a gross looking motherfucker.
I can take my DM inspiration on that one.
I mean, technically, you're supposed to do it before you make the attack roll, but sure, whatever.
Oh, okay.
He's hot, so.
I'm cool.
He's having a significantly worse day since we showed up. That's for sure.
22 is gonna hit.
That's plus. You know, 48. Well, that's a level 2 divine smite with plus the fiend damage. So that attack is
Jesus Christ.
34 or 37.
How you want to do this, Vilmar?
Yes.
Let's see. I don't know. Let's see. I don't know. I'm still trying to count. I'm still trying to calculate it in my head.
It doesn't
I don't know.
matter. He had 3 HP.
We do
I
all
like how the
do that.
DM's like, is he going to kill him? Fuck.
Just
Look
for
at
it.
HP.
I don't know. Just as he, I don't know. I just kill him. Whatever. I can't think of anything.
You
right
just
now.
kill him. So you like, he's like really tall. You like cut him across the belly. You just like, your sword's like still in him. You just shove it through. And like all like kind of like, you remember that scene in Star Wars when the Tauntaun and his guts like fell out of his body and then they shoved Luke inside? It's like that, right? His guts like fall out. His hips kind of wobble to the left. His top falls off to the right and his legs fall to the left. You just fucking cut this dude in half using the power of the Justicar, your god. We are.
I would like to point out, in the ways that fight went, the worst thing that actually happened to us is Genie summoned a rhino buddy. He now has.
Yeah.
Nothing came out of it. Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, but he's
Holy
totally
fuck.
got a rhino buddy now. Like,
Amazing.
good luck balancing that fight now.
Oh yeah, he's got a rhino now. Amriel just like is like, holy Jesus. Like she's like, oh, that I did not. I only saw the beginning of this engagement in my visions. I did not expect. She just kind of motions to the room. That I have come up against Shardor by myself many a times and have barely escaped with my life. This went. And then as she says that, I need everyone in this room, I believe. Let's definitely go here. All within 30 feet, yes. All creatures within 30 feet, I need you to make a DC 17 dexterity saving throw as his body explodes.
We should be fine with that one.
I'm gonna burn EM because I would like to not die. Where's my damn character sheet? Why aren't you coming up? There you are. It's dexterity, right?
Yeah, dexterity. Jeez.
Is my rhino
Tail
okay?
Does not. Rhino's got to make a dexterity save too, bud.
Is Mr. Hornsby, is he okay?
Mr. Hornsby.
Make a dexterity saving throw for the rhinoceros.
I think Chad's gone.
That's gone.
Yeah.
Shit, Mr. Hornsby's fine.
We're coming to the end of the episode.
Just
So
rolled
he
two
doesn't make it
19s in a
back.
row. Holy shit.
Reshi, you make the save.
I figured I did at 18.
As well
yeah.
as Vilmar and Jeannie. Tail does not. Amriel
Tail.
does. And did you roll the dex save for the rhinoceros from his character sheet? I don't think the rhinoceros has a +5 to dex saves. In fact, it has a -1 to dex saves.
Shit.
You
Where's-
rolled but you rolled a 19, so it's an 18. I'll use your die roll.
And everybody gets a +2 modifier too from me because that's within 10 feet of me.
So he rolled here. So he rolled an
Oh, it
18.
doesn't
He's
even-
fine.
Yeah, he rolled an 18.
Pages
Damn
won't
it,
be
why
okay if
doesn't
Tails is not.
that-
So,
so
Tail
should
got
I might get
be-
exploded.
Yeah, he explodes.
I'm not used to having more than one character sheet. It's intense.
That's fair. Tail. I think you get murdered.
No.
That is a total of 30 damage to you, Tail. 16 is fire and 14 is thunder. Everybody else takes half of that, so was it 8 and 7, so 15
Even on-
damage to everybody else in the room, because literally everybody else made their save. The rhinoceros is still alive. Jeannie, I think everyone's alive. I just don't know if Tail is conscious.
what kind of
I
damage?
Are you conscious?
I have 8 health.
8 health.
This
Okay.
is going to be the first time y'all hear Tail try to use profanity, and it's poo.
So Amriel's after this, she's like, you're all kind of like knocked to the ground. She's like taking, looks around and everything. She is immediately going to here. Let's see. The bonus action: you can heal one creature you can see within 60 feet of you, spending the dice from the pool. Maximum number of dice you can spend at once equals your charisma modifier. So she's gonna spend 4d6 to heal Tail here because he got totally fucked up. She says, "The Justicar's light be upon you," and you glow with radiance, and your wounds start to knit themselves together. Looks like Reshi's probably the one who's also the most fucked up out of all these people, and so she's gonna use her action to do basically lay on hands on you. She helps as she's helping you up. It's like you're all like knocked back and stuff. She's like one of those things. She like grabs you, like hope you're okay, all that kind of stuff. You could feel like this divine energy going through you, and she heals you for 10.
Nice. Thank you so much.
She like flourishes the sword and puts it back in the scabbard, which she tucks it in her belt. She says that this was a much more amazing outcome than I ever could have hoped, for many reasons. I never thought we'd be able to defeat Shaldor. I didn't expect your magical bard friend to summon a rhinoceros. I didn't expect you to breathe lightning on the imps. I just had this vision that I'd be surrounded and would be close by to you on this night, so I've been seeking you out ever since. It's been a few months now, but I've been having visions of you, Vilmar. It says she reaches out to you. I don't know if you're gonna like recoil or anything, but she reaches out to place like 2 fingers like on your forehead. Do you allow this to happen?
Can she touch my forehead with my helmet on?
I mean, yeah, you're like she can touch like right between your eyes, like right at the brow, right between your eyebrows. If you so like let her touch your forehead.
Yeah, sure.
But she's just healed 2 of your party members.
It's true. It's true.
As she touches your forehead, your vision again flashes. Similarly to how like when you were having your other visions, you can see basically it's not something that she like tells you a story or anything, but like you're seeing visions of who you know to be her father as a very young man with your mother. They're having some kind of argument. You can't quite tell what the argument is about, but he storms off. Your mother is angry. You can feel these conflicted emotions, like, you know, he's my brother, but I can't, like, you know, I just cannot abide by, like, this, you know, what he's doing in his life, like running off, you know, leaving the family behind, sort of the kind of feelings that you're getting. You're not exactly sure of the whole situation, but whatever it was, there was some kind of thing where she felt like it was his job as the oldest sibling to, like, take over the, you know, the role of the head of the household after their father died, and he had like some other vision for his life that he wanted to pursue. You flash forward in time. This man is now older. He's probably in his late 20s instead of his early 20s. He is watching his, who you think maybe his wife. She is a, you can tell she's a deva. So she's like a legitimate angel. She looks a lot like Amriel. Dark skin. She's got a symbol on her forehead, a different symbol. But she does have a symbol on her forehead, and she's giving birth, or had just given birth, and she's holding a very small little baby, you know, wrapped in swaddling clothes, and has the exact same symbol on the forehead as Amriel. You flash back into like the moment, and she says, "See, we are cousins. My father was your mother's brother. We are cousins, you and I, Vilmar. As we are both distantly related to the Justicar. I just happen to be the daughter of one of his devas. I thank you for returning our family sword to me. I need to protect this. It has been lost for a very long time, and as you can see, the ability of this sword to change its elemental properties on a whim, in the wrong hands, a fearsome warrior could lay waste to armies by themselves." He says, what were you gonna say? I thought I heard someone about to say something.
Oh, I was good. I was gonna try to find the what the Justicar told me about. If I needed to find the sword or not. I can't remember what the board is. If I needed to find it, or just for myself, or if it was.
He told you that the sword had been because you told him about the sword and all that stuff, and you thought like it was gonna be there. He just basically said like this sword is very powerful. It has the ability to like lay waste to like civilizations if in the wrong hands, and then gave you the power to like detect, like basically find it. That would lead you there. You know that he was in a time lock, like that vault. He was in a suspended, like he was injured in that fight against the Orcish god Kech. And then he put himself in the time vault. He locked the vault and was basically just frozen in that moment in time for almost 1,000 years before you guys opened the vault, and he started dying again. Like it was a mortal wound, and he just locked himself away in this temple, hoping that maybe one day a follower of his or a follower of Tristiel would come and like he'd be able to give on that last message of like, you know, this is what happened here, and like, you know, fucking orcs and shit, right? But you came to him, like, he didn't even give you that warning, because what you told him was, in his mind, a little bit worse than just a general omen of, like, yeah, I was killed by another god.
Okay, so Laura would just say to Amriel, "Is like, my mother never spoke much of your father. There was great discourse from the vision, it seems, between the two of them. So I don't know much about his past. Visions came to me a few months ago also when I found the Justicar in the vault of Atera. I think it was Terra. He tasked me with finding the sword due to its power and strength.
She says, you got into the vault. That's amazing. I am.
Yes, I would have not if it wasn't for my companions here. Their brilliance is what opened the vault.
I was there some months ago myself, but I was not able to open the vault. Well, even if I had opened the vault, I worry what would have come of it. I had been working for some unscrupulous people out of Renea Salinar for the longest time, but once I found out that Don Zarconi had the family sword, and once I was able to do enough favors for him to retrieve it, as soon as I had the sword, I left.
As you mentioned, Don, or as she mentions Don Zaccharia, yes, we have visited Don. He tasked us to find you.
Her hand like goes back to the sword a little bit.
But don't worry, we never intended to bring you to him. Our intention is to actually get rid of Don Zarconi. One for my friend here with the rhino has a great debt to him that we need to remove. So we would ask if you could help us with maybe removing this man in power and the tyranny he holds over Renea Salazar.
I bought that damn scabbard.
As you say that,
I bought that damn scabbard. That's not
like,
table talk. That's me. I say that shit. I'm sitting on Mr. Hornsby, and I'm like, I bought that damn scabbard.
She says, well, I'm glad that fate has brought us together then.
I'm also snorting drugs while I say that. Like it's in between. It's like
that is so loud.
I bought that scabbard.
Good lord. So yeah, as you say that, Vilmar, and as like Rowan speaks up, it like dawns on her. She's like, oh, that's where I've seen his face before. Yeah, he was that really shitty guitar player from the club.
Oh.
Guess I'm gonna have to cast Dissonant Whisper on this bitch.
You can try.
I'm not going to.
To say we're coming to the end of the show anyway. You guys, so she's like, yes, thank you for that. Says I do believe, and then as she starts to talk, you see there is let's see if I have a good quick yes, a chromatic portal opens up right over here. It's actually about like this big. And out from inside the portal. Whoops. That. Out from inside the portal steps a small kobold. He is wearing a green tunic that is it's got white fur around the collar, around the short sleeves it's got on it, and kind of like around the hem, you know, all around the tunic. He's got red and white horizontal striped stockings on, little green shoes with golden bells on them that jingle as he steps out of the thing. And he's got on a little green hat that's got a little white puffball on it, and it's also got a white fur around the hat. And he says, "Tail! Oh goodness, Tail! Oh my!" He like steps over. He steps over the body of this imp. He like sidesteps. He's like, "Oh, this is, oh goodness gracious, Tail! Tail, are you around?" He like, excuse me. Tail, there you are, finally. It's so difficult to find you. I thought, the tracking spell on the letter that we sent you, it went dead. It was, did it get wet or something? I don't know. It took me so long to find you guys. Come quickly. It's almost time. Knockham is upon us. We gotta. The Knockham dragon wishes to have a dinner with you. He's throwing a party, and you guys are the guests of honor. And he's gonna be. He won't be upset with me. You know the Knockham dragon. He's a very nice guy. But still, I feel like ashamed to have almost failed in my duties to find you guys. He comes back over to this rainbow color, just rotating portal. He's like, "Yeah, it's right through this way. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, it seems like we have a little. It doesn't really matter. A few extra heads, that's fine. We can make more food. If you guys all wish to come this way, we'll take you to Santa-Claus's village. We got, it's time. It's holiday season, guys. It's time for the holidays."
Let's go.
Can Mr. Hornsby come with us?
He says, "Oh well, if you're Mr. Hornsby there, likes food, then sure, yeah, we can set a plate for. Does he use? Maybe we'll get a trough or something for him. That'll be
Mr. Hornsby.
easier.
Mr. Hornsby will fuck up some food. I already know.
Yes, as long as he's like not gonna murder the reindeer or anything like that, I think it'll be fine." Yeah. He actually, he actually is like, "Here, actually, one second here. Let me just do this." He like waves his hands like little snowflakes and sparkles like come off of his hands. You hear sleigh bells in the distance as he's like casting this spell. The portal actually just grows a bit larger. He's like, "Hey, there you go. That should be big enough for Mr. Hornsby to fit through." He says, "Yes, I hope you all have been very good little boys and girls this year." I'm just joking. Of course you have. You just murdered a devil, it looks like. So that's, at least that's got to get you in the positives, even if you've done stuff that's, a little bit. Well, let's just say you're on the good list now. He's looking at you, Rowan, as he says this. And he just says, "Hey, one at a time, please. One at a time." And just like he's like letting you guys go through the fucking the portal there. If anyone doesn't want to go through the portal, we can cover that. Otherwise, you guys are all heading to Santa-Claus's village.
I'm gonna make sure that we bring Ben.
Ben, oh yeah. You're like, "Hey, wait a minute. There's like one more of us outside of town. They'll be right back." He's like, "Hey, no worries. Yeah, we'll be right here. As long as I can maintain concentration on this spell, we'll be fine." There's no more imps or devils around, right? Good on that.
So punching him wouldn't be.
Yeah, punching him would probably be a bad idea. You could. Like,
I would get this on a shirt and wear it, but I would love it to just say, "Please don't punch the kobold."
Please don't punch the kobold. Fair enough. So yeah, you guys collect everybody. You head on through the portal, and we will reveal what Santa-Claus's village looks like next week on our season finale. I had intended for this fight to be unwinnable, and that Mr. Ugly here, Shardor, was gonna follow you guys, but backup plan.
You're really bad at that.
Time for plan B. So yeah, next week, we'll be at Santa Claus's village. Thank you all so much for playing, as we like to say, through critical hits and critical fails tonight. Ooh. These are the Osrynn Tales. Thank you so much, everybody in chat. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. If you would like to follow everybody here, you can find them at the following links. Let them know what you got going on this week, Rachel.
Hello. I'm just doing my normal chatty chats. We talk about anything and everything. This week we're talking about relationships and also 90 Day Fiance. So if you watch it, let's go.
Oh yeah. Kelly loves 90 Day Fiance.
Sam
Good shit.
Grady, what we got on the docket this week?
Same on every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard. We have our speakeasy. We're going to watch a movie and a cocktail. Monday's movie is going to be The Adventures of Pluto Nash, and provided I can get all the ingredients ready, the drink will be Saturn's Rings. So stop on by and get a drink.
Nice. Very nice. Genie Bruh, what are we doing this week over on the Genie Bruh channel?
I've got a one-shot D&D game tomorrow.
Ooh.
And then
Is that on your
On
channel?
your channel?
no, that's not on my channel. That's on A Button's channel.
A Button. Hey, yeah, give him. Let's do a shout out to A Button.
And then
Check
I've-
him out.
I've
everybody.
got that's gonna have a whole bunch of people on it.
Very nice. Is that part of the
Twitchmas.
no. Twitch. Oh, it is part of Twitchmas. Nice.
That is part of Twitchmas, yeah.
Very cool. Very cool.
Depending on how I'm feeling, we should do a stream tomorrow or Sunday when we decorate the tree. Also have I've got Harry Horror Show Monday. We're gonna talk about holiday weird shit.
It is a
Like-
busy.
Yeah, it's a busy weekend, and then my streams during the week.
Hell yeah. Nice. Chad is still away, but I do believe he streams Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday over on his channel. Various things, variety gaming. This week, Cyberpunk 2077 comes out, and no, he's been waiting for that, so I'm sure he is going to be doing that. Vilmar, anything you would like to say? Anything you would like to plug? If not, just smile pretty for the camera. Thank you for hanging out. I know it's dinner time. Let's get out of here. You guys can follow me as well. Come on here. Next week's our season finale, so make sure you're tuning in to our shows during the week. I'm going to be doing some artwork. I'll probably be doing a little bit more talking about the DC Adventures role-playing system, which we are going to be doing some stuff with on Thursday night over on the Grouch Couch, I do believe. Speaking of, you can follow everybody on the Heroes Approved stream team at these links below. We're gonna roll the credits. I stream Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday at 3 p.m. Thursday night is gonna be on the Grouch Couch, I believe at 10 p.m. Eastern, and then of course our game next Saturday, same time, same bat channel, 7 p.m. Eastern, right here. For our season finale, we're gonna meet Santa Claus, the Knockem Dragon. So thank you for hanging out, everybody. We're gonna find someone to raid here after the credits. Have a great week.